Not bad, Doug Benson.
Wow.
That's my pick. That's my summer song.
That's your summer song?
Yeah, from like 2 summers ago or a summer ago at least. But
that's Weezer sounding a lot like the Beach Boys and a little like the Beatles in there.
Yeah.
Song called Girl, We Got a Good Thing. First time I'm hearing that song. Even though you turned me on to this album last time that you were in here.
Yeah, wouldn't you have time to listen to a whole album?
I would love to listen to a whole album.
I think you're a one song at a time guy. That's at the top of your show. Maybe 2-3 days a week. How many days a week are you doing the show now?
3 days a week. If they want me to do more, they'll tell me.
Is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how that works.
There's an open line of communication?
There's no open line of communication.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Actually,
they're probably mad you're not doing more shows, and you're just like, whatever.
Well, isn't that a great attitude to have, though? Whatever.
They're like, photographs of you fishing are not a great radio show.
You gave me the hiccups already. No, I mean, if you really need to know, my contract states that I do a certain amount of shows for Sirius XM. So I push hard.
Like per year?
Yeah, so I push hard when the weather is shitty.
Oh, I see.
And then all of a sudden the weather breaks and it's like, look, I'm way ahead of my days.
Where's that leave
every
the listeners,
summer,
though? Don't the listeners get mad?
They get mad. Management gets mad. The people I do the show with get mad. Because there's a momentum.
I'd do the show Friday this week if you were doing one.
Friday?
Yeah,
Are you crazy?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Are you nuts?
I'm never here in the wintertime, so I'd never see you on a Friday.
Friday time in the summer? No, everyone gets mad, but, what are you going to do? It's nice that people get mad. That means they still care, right?
At least they like it, yeah. They like it
or they're just coming up with bullshit just to bitch about.
Oh, yeah, I can't get mad at Opie today because he's fishing. I'm mad I can't get mad.
I fished for, 6 straight hours without being on my Twitter. Wow, there's a whole world that goes on if you stay off your Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And then you check your Twitter and realize that people have just spent the last 6 hours bitching about you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, whatever. Carl Ruiz in studio as well.
Up?
The Sabor chef from Instagram.
Yes.
And then I told Vic Henley to sit out because I had Sherrod, and I don't know. Sherrod is...
He's been partying.
What happens? Should we text him?
I texted him.
Maybe a strange name popping up in his feed will get him...
get him moving?
Yeah, who knows?
He got a little confused because I forgot to tell him that we weren't working yesterday.
Yeah, he texted me yesterday. He texted me yesterday at 3:15, said he was going to be late.
Well, I apologized to him because I don't have a booker officially right now.
Oh, you don't?
Not really. That's another problem we're having around here.
That's why Roland didn't come out to get me when I was waiting in the lobby.
Roland.
We lost another one.
Roland,
I just said, I'm going to use the bathroom and then just kept walking
don't
back
mention
here.
the bathroom. Please don't mention the bathroom. Please don't mention the bathroom. No, I think Roland is not booking for the show anymore. I think. No one has told me officially. But we don't really have a booker. So I told Sherrod, look, usually, Roland would be the guy to tell you, yeah, everyone's off. So I apologize. Because I guess he was on his way in yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But he knew we were working today. He was excited about it.
I told him. Everybody calls me for some reason. The fucking sandwich guy.
But it looked like he was partying yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that might
You heard it too?
Bro, he sounded white on the phone. He's like, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, what time is it, bro? I'm like, what the fuck did you do?
There was one
did you do acid? Did you do a white jog or something?
There was one point yesterday, I couldn't keep up with the text messages. As I'm reading, I'm bling, 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 bling.
Oh, he was hitting you?
Oh, hitting me hard. In a good way.
Wow.
All good things, but I'm like, whoa, bro, slow down a little bit.
Something happened.
Right. So.
He's excitable.
Fucking Doug. But we're in good hands because we got Doug Benson in studio, and we got John Taffer coming by around 4 o'clock.
He's incredible, dude.
Do you know him?
He's one of my favorite food personalities.
Really? Why is he one of your favorites?
Because he knows. Listen, the thing is people don't get him because they start at a lower baseline. Like, he knows so much about inside baseball with restaurants.
Yeah,
he knows everything.
Yeah,
he knows the science of it. He used to be. They voted him bar of the year in Vegas back when it was hard to have a bar in Vegas. Like he invented the sports bar. He invented sports packages on satellite. He invented shit that you've never even.
What has he invented? But did he invent the red zone?
The red zone.
Is that true? I was hearing that.
Yeah, and he also created the kind of pad data thing for registry in restaurants too.
Yeah.
Whatever that system's called, I'm drawing.
POS system.
Yeah,
Those things that are taking over airports.
Yeah.
Like,
do you
we
mean?
want to have as few employees dealing with you as possible. You just have an iPad at every seat.
Beautiful.
And you just pick what you want, and then
I was against
they might bring it to you.
I was against self-checkout until only a couple years ago. It's the best thing ever. So don't have to deal with anybody.
So many free items.
Holy shit. I steal like fucking, I'm like fucking Bonnie and Clyde in the airport. I used to go with a whole bunch of stuff. Now I literally just show up with an empty bag. But he's like, where are you going? I'm going to the airport. I'm going shopping. Headphones, fucking batteries, umbrella, the neck pillow. I raped the airport now.
Batteries is a good one. Those
Why
are
is batteries-
expensive.
Oh, and I got the little Muslimy beard. No one even says a word to me. They're like,
That's why? Because you're too Muslimy?
They're like, oh, I'm not fucking with this guy. He's going to start screaming, this is racism.
They're
and
like,
shit.
take everything you want.
Take whatever you want, Hussein. Just fucking leave us alone.
If you're doing that much shopping, you're not going to be doing anything on the flight.
Exactly. They're just happy I don't have any Velcro coming out of my shirt or anything.
Right. No, I like the self-checkout. So how much did he make for the red zone thing? One of the greatest sports inventions of all fucking time.
Listen, all I know is, you know how me, I'm a shoe and watch guy.
Right.
I mean, I've never seen him with a watch under 30 grand. So, I mean, he's doing all right.
I'll ask him about the red zone.
You got to make sure you get to the bottom of that.
It's the only way to watch football.
He did it. And he did. You know, it's funny how he did it. He did it for sports bars. That's how it started.
Right.
And you got to see the science. He's the one that created like the super draft beer and, you know, with the fancy cups and everything. And
Really?
the combos. Yeah, dude, he's like the restaurant whisperer.
He's a bar rescue guy, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Yep.
Okay.
But the show really only scratches the surface because it's fucking TV, right? So you got to make it for the mouth breathers.
Well-
like he's got to throw a chicken wing at somebody, but in real life, you know, oh,
Whoa, I mean,
No,
throwing things at people is one of the most entertaining things there is. So
I'm raising my hand.
down.
I'm going to
know.
go with what Doug said, bar rescue. I wonder if you could do radio rescue.
I think we're too far gone.
You think we are?
Oh yeah, nobody talks to me here. Nobody.
What happened?
I'm like Patrick Swayze in Ghost. I'm just behind people.
No one talks
Like
to
I have
you?
to wait for someone to open the refrigerator so I can just jump in and get a soda. Nobody talks to me.
Who should I write down? I'm here to see. I can't spell Paul's last name.
Another inside joke.
Nobody talks to me.
No one's talking to you.
Nobody. No, and like,
See, I
well,
walked up-
that might be, you know.
no, it was very drastic. It
That
was very
might not
fast.
have anything to do with the rest of the show.
You
That
have a
might just
point.
be personal.
You know, it's not the first time. My personal life, I got kicked out of my little friend barn. I hang out in a barn
What?
with a bunch of people.
What do you mean a barn?
Kicked out of it?
I got kicked out
For what?
because they said I was being offensive.
Oh.
Wait,
were
what
you
is this-
talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
Get it? You're an asshole.
I see what happened.
No, like after work, I hang out in this little barn. You know what I mean?
But what-
And it's a bunch of dudes, like landscapers, ditch diggers, like real blue collar guys.
Was it an official place or is it someone?
No, it's like a club.
Okay, gotcha.
Right? And then all we do is but I guess just like being here and stuff, I just got sharper and fucking meaner, you know what I mean, than them. Right. And then I offended
The
them.
shit hurts.
How'd
too
you
much.
offend them?
I told one guy.
The truth.
I
That's
told
what
one guy
offended.
that he didn't own anything, that his mother owned everything. When she died, he's going to have nothing and work at a sandwich shop. He didn't like that.
Well, why would you say
And then I
that?
insinuated this other guy was a male prostitute. He didn't like that either.
Well,
That's
why
a
would you
better
say
gig than
that?
a sandwich shop.
At least that's an upgrade.
So they all got there, you know. So then I go and I tell my wife.
Right.
My wife.
I'm like, hey, honey, you know, this is, she's like, why are you home? You should be at the barn. That's where you go. I'm like, no, this happened. I told the whole story. She goes, you don't hang out with pussies. They sound like pussies.
Right.
Just hang out here. So,
But how did they tell you can't be here anymore?
they did. They kind of were just like, you know, hey, man, like you get here, like you show up here and people opposite wave, like negative wave, like they put their hands down straight when I walk by. To say, I get negative waves here. Like, you know how you put your hand up for a high five? Here people put their hands completely straight down towards the ground.
being here is like, you're in AC and you go outside and get hit with that heat. Fuck. Right?
Yeah,
well, first of all, this time of day, there's nobody here anyway.
Well, no, but there's certain people you see every day, and now you don't.
Oh, okay.
They're all in summer hours as well. Getting back to the summer hours thing. I just walk the perimeter and I'm good.
Yeah.
As long as there's a window right next to me on my right, I'm good.
Right.
And that's how I get to the studio.
I know. I follow your Instagram where you're hiding in the fucking hallway. That's where I find you before the
I almost had a problem with my hallway office today.
Tree's gone?
The tree is over there.
Okay.
We need to water it, boys.
Yeah,
Someone on my Instagram, Opie Radio, said you got to give it ice cubes every day. Got a fine plant from one of the listeners.
I'll handle it.
But there was people are just starting to put their stuff in my office. On chairs, leaving bags and coats and jackets.
Right.
Someone had a coat today. I don't know what that was about, but they did.
Who the fuck has a coat? Who has fucking syphilis or something?
And then I gave this woman a dirty look because I'm sitting in my office and she's getting her stuff to go home. So I gave her a dirty look and she goes, "I'm sorry."
You got it, Doug. All right, so this is really listen. He wasn't even joking, Doug. Like this isn't a bit. This isn't anything. I'm talking to him before the show, and he's in the hallway. But for some reason, he thinks now this is his office, right?
Well, I put my
this lady walks
where he hangs out
through the office. She's walking through the hallway. He yells at her, goes, "Hello!" I'm like, "What the fuck?" He's like, walk right through my office. I mean,
I wouldn't walk through your office.
I mean, dead eyes like a fucking shark, like no wink or no like gotcha, like no bit.
Yeah.
Fucking full blown crazy.
Well, I don't know if it's crazy.
Oh my God. The lady didn't know what to do. Hello! Fucking mad at him.
I wish I was crazy because then that would explain a lot of things. But I'm happy to report that is not the case with the Opster. Anyway, I see you brought some chocolates in, Carl Ruiz.
Yeah, what's that about?
So he's a really good chocolatier. His name is Jacques Torres. So downstairs in that little hell basement,
Right.
they make these right here. They're made in Brooklyn. They're really, really good, and they're some of the finest. I already ate one.
Is that's pretty much how you gift people candy? Is this missing candy and you hand it to them?
Exactly. Hence why I got kicked out of the barn.
Wait, you actually got the chart still?
I have the chart.
I'm a fan
boy.
of not having the chart, taking a bite and going, no.
Oh, really? You play
bite, no, bite until I finally get one I like.
I
What are you,
know.
Arthur?
I'd
Who
like to
fucking
know
eats
if
like
it's
that?
got a bug in it or something.
Right, exactly. So here's the chart.
Let me see what
Take a
kind of
shot.
stuff we have.
All right. Let's see which one Doug picks.
Exactly.
This will kill 20 minutes. We're playing Pick Your Chocolate. Pew, pew, pew.
You should have the Jeopardy music when they're writing in the answer in the back.
Wait a second, though. There's like ones on here that aren't in here.
No. These are all their chocolates. Some of them, I just picked 25 of them.
Wait, it's not an actual accurate chart?
It is an accurate chart.
Is it an accurate chart, Doug? Do you have to like rotate the box
That's
to line
close
it up?
enough. Like I can match one up that sounds good to me.
Wait till you say the names. They're so obnoxious.
Wait, I'm going to guess Doug's more of a milk chocolate guy.
What's a Ganesh?
Ganache.
Ganache.
That's delicious.
Yeah, you're going to like
Yeah?
the ganache.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I know what a ganache
That's
is.
this one right here is
Yeah.
Love Potion number 9. It's pure dark chocolate ganache.
Oh my God.
That's inside,
That's
right?
going to be creamy inside. Take a
Okay.
shot.
She said.
I like it.
Oh, if she's creamy inside, she's got to see a doctor.
Yeah, usually that's like
That's
day
not
3.
a good sign,
That's-
Paul.
No, we call creamy when a girl has a yeast infection. She comes out, you hit her out of the
Right.
pool.
I don't know if you should say yeast infection while Doug is biting into the fine chocolates.
How's that, Doug?
It's good, but it's like the chocolate's super hard, so you just sort of have to let it.
You have to let it.
Let it kinda-
Unless you want to just gnaw on it with your teeth, you gotta,
That's not a good endorsement for the
Nah,
chocolate
wasn't
guy.
the best pick. Maybe
you gotta
it was
let it melt in your mouth. But here, Opie, do you want to
Yeah, sure.
check out some flavors?
going to continue playing.
Do you want to take a
your
trip
chocolate.
to
Pew, pew, pew.
Flavor Town?
Flavor Town. So you went with Love Potion number 9. I hate hazelnut. I like coconut. Fresh squeezed lemon, pineapple. Menage a trois.
Oh, get that
What's in the
one.
menage a trois?
A little spice in your life.
Always different, always delicious.
It's French. They're French. They're not very funny.
Golden espresso. Cinnamon, yuck.
Yeah, cinnamon's bad.
Let's see. I'm looking at some of the dark. Caramel. Yeah.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Caramel's a place in California.
That's true. Chocolate peanut brittle. Which one is that?
Oh, I didn't see that one out.
I got to rotate this box. Doug,
This show fucking sucks.
No,
Try the one called
suck.
Try the one called Aunt Trudy's Pussy.
That must be the liquid caramel. That must be the liquid. Yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know. I'll do this one.
Oh my god.
Wait, but it's not lining up.
What
No,
it's not
it
Lego,
doesn't.
bro.
It doesn't.
You
It doesn't
fucking
line up
move-
at all. That's what I
What are
was
you,
saying.
autistic?
Oh, that's so you probably didn't even have the one you picked, Doug.
No, he did. He matched
No,
it
I
with-
matched it because I looked at it. And
Yeah.
These chocolates are rock hard.
They're real chocolate. What do you think? You're eating a fucking Milky Way trash bag?
What just happened?
What? Oh, no.
What happened?
Oh no! The entire box hit the floor, and most of the candies are out. And it landed. It landed face up. There was no. How many of those will you eat, Carl? How many of those are salvageable?
There goes our pick your chocolate segment.
Oh, no one can enjoy a dessert food around Opie, apparently.
I had nothing to do with this. Look how bummed he is.
Because I don't want to waste my time picking up the ones I don't like.
That's like taking an iPad away from a 6-year-old.
He's still using the chart to pick up the good ones.
That's fucking $50.
Did you get it on camera?
That was me.
But did you get it?
Wait, Paul did it on purpose?
Yes.
Why is Paul doing this on purpose?
Are you serious, dude?
Why did you do it on purpose?
You're not a good mentor, Opie.
Why would you? Honestly, why would I brought that chocolate?
You really taught him about good radio. Just fuck up somebody's day and then laugh at them.
Well, all right. Well,
I thought you dropped it. You
I
did
thought
that
it was
for
an
real?
accident.
Paul, what
piece of
happened?
shit.
Why did you do that?
I'm not even joking, bro. You're a piece of shit, bro. That's
That's some
food,
pretty
man.
fancy chocolate.
Why'd you do that, Paul?
I just wanted to.
You can't
my
even,
God.
dude. Do me a favor. Don't knock shit off you can't afford. You fucking peasant. Don't do that again.
How much you think a box of this goes
It's $50
for?
I just paid for that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Holy shit.
So get the 50 from Paul.
Yeah. How am I gonna do that? Take his Chuck Taylors?
Come on. You're mad, huh?
I'm fucking mad, bro.
And he's still laughing
also-
behind your back.
Let him laugh all he wants.
But also, when you have something in your hand, you know, and somebody smacks it out of your hand, that's pretty hilarious
Right.
in
Really
the grand
hilarious.
scheme.
Right.
But the person who it happens to, you get this sudden like
Anger.
It's almost like fight or flight kind of thing. Like, why the fuck? It's so sudden and just unnecessary.
yeah.
He's still laughing at you.
Yeah, let him laugh all he wants. Fucking nobody.
There's problems around here.
Yo, what the fuck,
There's
bro?
some major fucking problems.
Who put crowns on the mosquitoes?
I don't know.
He was having a slow Tuesday, so he knocked some chocolate out of
we were
a
having
Muslim-y
fun.
guy's hand.
All right.
We were having fun with pick your own chocolate, man.
All right.
What should we be doing instead of doing the chocolate bit,
Nothing,
Paul?
man. Paul, you run the show. You're funny.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Is there still chocolate on the floor?
Of course there's chocolate on the
There's a
phone.
ton of them on the floor.
That is some
Well,
bullshit.
that didn't work out.
I didn't like that at all, dude.
Talk to him about it. He's
I
right
ain't
there.
fucking. I'm done talking to him.
He thinks it's hilarious.
I don't
Still.
think it's funny.
I
It's
thought it was
funny.
funny.
Huh?
I thought it was funny.
All right. You thought it was funny. Let him think it's funny. I'm not going to argue with him anymore. It's like me arguing with a dishwasher.
Right.
All right, let's move on.
I just wish some of them had stayed in the box.
I can't stay mad at fucking Benson.
Leave it to Benson to bring us all back. That's all he cares about.
Because I'm not eating no floor. I'm not eating no floor chocolates. No extra hard, fancy floor chocolates.
I mean, that was a nice
Wait,
gesture
here's
from
fun thing.
Carl.
Paul should have to eat some of them.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That shit makes me mad as fuck, man. All right, let's move on. I don't want to think about it anymore.
You all right?
I'm not all right, but I'll move on.
I mean, this was hard as a rock, though. This
Can I
one.
get it? I haven't even tried them yet.
There. I mean, it's half eaten, but there you go. I bet that one.
It is fucking hard, Ron. You fucking saved the worst one.
I picked
Let
the
me
worst
tell you,
one.
this show, if it was raining pussy, we'd get hit with a dick.
That's fancy chocolate. That box must have been sitting there for a while. Because Doug
What
had
are
a
you
problem.
talking about?
Doug had a problem with his piece.
No, you guys just picked wrong. Look at the one. Look how soft that one is on the floor.
They have bad ones and good ones.
No, they have different ones depending on your palate.
But you know, all
I think they all look. I think these all look kind of like they're hard on the outside, and then the surprise on the inside. But
see, like that one. That one's delicious.
they're more for like letting dissolve in your mouth than just biting into them.
Yeah, chocolates are supposed to be easy, bro. You're not supposed to worry about your old cavities as you're biting into it.
Everything in my mind is pure insults and rage. I have nothing.
Then go with it.
No, I can't.
Go with whatever's in your mind. That's the best
I'll be
radio.
the only guest to get fired from a job that I don't have.
Right.
Tell us some bizarre behavior. E-Rock missed it.
Let me say.
What's E-Rock up to?
I don't know.
E-Rock's playing video games.
Let's say hi to Bishop.
He's smart. He's not getting involved.
Bishop in Chicago. Go ahead, Bishop.
Carl, are you offended that somebody knocked your chocolate over?
No, I'm not offended. I'm pissed. I'm pissed.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
right. I didn't know if Opie was going to excuse you so he didn't hang out with pussy.
I'm not. No, listen. Put $50 up and then break all the chocolate. That's all I'm saying.
What would your beloved lady say about what just happened?
She's like, "Why'd the help do that?"
Carl takes.
I would like her to say, "You should have held on to your chocolates tighter, you pussy."
Fuck.
Why you got such a loose grip on your chocolates?
Big fat pussy.
I've seen you with candy before. You're like a fucking zoo ape. You can't get near it.
Too much chocolate like melted in his hands and made him slippery. Right, Carl?
You offered him one? Is that what was happening? Was he offering you one?
I said, Lewis, bring it over.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, Carl.
That's all right.
Carl takes this food thing very seriously.
I do.
Very seriously. It wasn't
Someone
just
better give me $50, or we're going old school.
I do think of you whenever I have a delicious dish somewhere. I was in Philly at one of the star restaurants, Continental.
Nice.
I love how big that bar is. It's
Isn't
like
it
three
nice?
levels of bars. You can always find a spot, you know?
Beautiful.
And, the whole kind of... what would you call the design in there? Like kind of kitschy or almost
I think it's like almost like Jonathan Adlerish, like Palm Springs kind of. I love the look of that place.
Right. It's really cool, but yeah, I'm sure you know about this dish, the French onion soup dumplings.
Yes. They're famous.
Insanely good.
How good are they?
I went back 3 times over the course of the weekend just to have that.
It's a perfect stoner food.
It's
totally
crazy because I already like French onion soup, but it's little balls of it that just like it's got everything in the same bite. Because usually with French onion soup, it's like you sort of get rid of all the cheese and then you just have some stupid soup.
Yeah, then you have. I don't like French onion soup whatsoever.
I think it's delicious, but it's when you put it in a little ball.
What bread?
The big bread that's
sometimes
silky.
there's always different amounts of it.
What are you
and French onion soup?
That's your problem is the bread, the croutons? That's your fucking problem.
I don't.
Well, it's not always croutons. Sometimes it's a big soggy piece of bread in there.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Doug.
It's prepared.
That's not a good one.
It's prepared differently
Carl, we're
everywhere.
on the same side today.
You're right. I'm sorry. I can only start a fight with one fucking person in here.
I was with you with the chocolate thing, and I love doing shit like that.
What the fuck?
But I understand the difference. There's a subtle difference when to do that move. There really is.
Yeah, I think
there's a not so subtle business that someone's got to give me $50, or someone's going home without fucking shoes.
Paul did have to pick them all up, so that's
Carl.
a little punishment there.
I would file a complaint.
I don't even work in this shithole.
I would file a complaint.
Yeah, you go to HR.
Yeah, I can't even go to HR.
Oh, you want to know how easy it is to go to HR around this joint?
I'm going to go to. Hey, wait a second. I'm Hispanic.
You know, Carl, you're Hispanic and you were abused at work.
And
perfect.
I'm
for
a
HR.
guest.
Perfect.
And I'm a guest.
Where's HR? Upstairs?
Where is it? Is it next to the coffee machine that's broken?
I don't know. People love going to HR around here.
I'm going to hit it up. Are they nice there?
I've never met them.
They know you, motherfucker.
Oh, I know they do.
You probably can't sue the company, though, because Paul doesn't work for them.
Nobody works. This is like a clandestine fucking...
Let's just put it this way. Someone recently said, looks like Opie got away with another one. Looks like Opie got away with another one.
How does he do it? How does he keep getting away with these things?
Crazy. Eventually, I won't get away with it, and then everyone could have a big fucking party.
That's it.
And enjoy themselves. So, French onion soup.
Is
I don't like the onion part
delicious
either.
sometimes.
I like the broth.
Right.
and some of the cheese.
I was there with a friend at this restaurant who does not care for the onions or the onion taste, and he couldn't believe how much he enjoyed the French onion soup dumpling.
I think
It's just an amazing thing. They got the Parmesan cheese on the outside of it, and pasta, and then it tastes like you're just biting into a little bit of soup.
like a chef ass all over.
I don't
Yeah.
like Parmesan cheese.
I think you'd like it.
Wait, did you hear what he just said?
I did hear what he said.
That's like
It comes in a
that you
fun-
hate waterfalls. I hate birds and waterfalls. Like, what the fuck
I
is
think
wrong with you?
Parmesan cheese is overrated.
Oh my god!
A little better when you shave it yourself, but
It
that's
comes
kind
in
of
a
a
really
hassle.
it comes in a really cute
dispenser.
hot dish where it's like you scoop them out and there's like a circle of 6 of them. So that's the thing is you could just have the one and go, I still don't like it. But I think you should try it sometime. It's just
I'll try
it's a
it.
couple blocks over from Helium there in Philly on
I love Steven Starr's joints down there, man.
Steven
We've been
Starr-
to a few of them.
Steven Starr is funny. When Steven Starr started, he started in Philly, and no one gave him any credit. Like here in New York, I was in the New York restaurant circuit. It's just like comedians.
people just went around saying, I hate Steven Starr.
And he started doing things in Philly that were unbelievable, and doing cool food like the cheesesteak egg roll that he invented, and a bunch of stuff that he did.
Right, I had that once and I wasn't that into
Yeah,
it.
but
Sometimes
he
it's,
knows-
you go, nice try.
He knows how to get into the press, right?
Sure.
And he builds a nice fucking room, right? And he builds great bars. One thing, when I talked to Steven, he explained to me his way of thinking. He goes, I build a bar, and then I build the restaurant around it, right? New York people, we don't have the space that they have in Philly. We're at a quarter of the space.
Right.
So we build the restaurant and then find a little hole for the bar. And bars are always uncomfortable in this city, unless it's a sports bar, and then it's a shit show.
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah.
he builds someplace, you're comfortable. The seats
You're
are
like
bigger.
waiting for a table, a spacious bar is where you want to hang out. You don't
But he's
wanna be
got
all
these little
cramped.
things that he does. Like he doesn't have small bar chairs. In any of his chairs are comfortable. It's got that Philly common sense that New York and LA just refuse. In LA,
No, he just understands people that live in Philly need their space.
right, but
Or they're going to beat the shit out of each other.
And it's got 3 levels that they do not tell you. They don't like when you walk in the door, go, you can be on this floor or the next floor or the next floor. They let the city sort of discover it, and the out-of-towners just stay on the ground floor, don't know what the fuck's up.
But that's
wow,
it
that's
works
smart.
different. What they actually is, they are telling you by not telling you, because with that see that.
They're knocking it out of your hands by not knocking it out of your hands.
You keep fucking getting me fired up.
We're going to go back to that. But people cannot believe
Just because he cleaned it up doesn't mean it's not going to be a memory.
people cannot believe that you're actually pissed at this. Let's go to Connor in D.C. Connor, go
Oh,
ahead.
these people didn't see the chocolates, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
They're nice
Connor.
chocolates.
Hey.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask the Cuban if he's legitimately angry at Paul for doing that.
Yes, I am.
You should sit in that box and mash it against his face.
I'm not gonna. I don't condone violence right now at 3:00.
It would just be funny.
I would.
Yeah, don't smash it in his face hard. Just softly smash some
I just
shit
want.
in his
I
face.
just want my money so I can buy chocolates again.
You should do something now that
Okay,
you
you
feel
peasant.
like is funny.
Huh?
I did something that I felt like was funny, and I got in trouble for it.
All right, I'm gonna.
But
Do
Opie,
I'm kind of
Funny.
Opie, you know what would be really funny?
What? Here it
You
comes.
should have showed up at the Voss thing last night.
Why?
Why not? He's your friend.
All right.
I missed
So you
that.
skipped it?
Huh?
I wanted to go. I wanted
you
to go. But I had
purposely-
to cook.
Is that why you actually called to talk about that crap?
I'm curious.
It's not a room I wanted to be in last night. Simple as that.
Because of Ant?
There's all sorts of problems in that room right now. So,
Yeah. With Voss, though?
congratulations, you got through, buddy.
You did it.
Wow, you did it! Yay! Let's say hi to Frank in the Bronx. Frank, go ahead.
What's up, folks? Fuck that last call. He's a douchebag.
I know, whatever.
Listen, Carl, I
Yeah.
love you. You're the best. I love you. I'm going to meet you over at Murray's. I'm telling you, great stuff. But listen, I saw you ordering the chocolate. You know, you posted the video.
Oh yeah, I put it on Instagram. You ordered a chocolate.
What?
Why you got to yell at the lady while she's picking out the chocolate?
You were yelling at the lady?
I wasn't yelling at the lady, but she looked like she. I wasn't yelling. I was being aggressive Because
Wait, can we hear the video?
Yeah,
Frank,
I want to hear it. Yeah.
Hold on the line. Let me.
Out of line.
Frank, hold on the line.
Frank. Let the tape talk for itself.
This is Sabor Chef on Instagram. If you want to follow good old Carl, he's a good one on Instagram.
Why are you yelling at the lady?
Let's hear this.
Just I want an assortment, yes. Make sure they're all chocolate, though. I don't want, like, no white chocolate. Milk and dark chocolate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Stop yelling at her.
Watch.
Uh-huh.
I'm encouraging.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, good shot.
Well, that just sounds like
Oh,
you
that's
get
a nice
jizz all
pick.
over it.
Oh, I like that.
That's a nice
you're
dick.
doubling down on that one.
Or just a nice
yeah.
pick.
Yeah, nice.
Look at that. Wow. Yep. Good shot. Right over. That's how you do it.
Oh my God,
Take
she's
your
having
time.
the worst day of her life.
Wow. Holy shit, is that bark?
It's peanut brittle, dummy.
No, it's not. What is I got yelled at. You see,
They yelled at you?
Yes.
Why did you keep rolling?
'Cause she was about to suck.
Why did you miss it?
I saw one of her little fangs come out, and I stopped the video. I said, "We're going to go at it." She goes, "That's not peanut brittle. That's bark." I said, "What the fuck is bark?"
Is it really bark?
Yeah, I had a pound of it. It's delicious.
What is it? Why they call it bark?
It mimics peanut brittle, but it has no brittle. It's chocolate with nuts in
Good
it.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Good shit, man.
Yeah, it's so fucking
shit.
good. But I didn't yell at her. I just wanted to be aggressive because I didn't want any white chocolate or that strawberry
But also
shit.
proof, the brittle bark stuff is proof that these people are about some hard-ass chocolate.
They like, well, Jacques Torres likes hard
Who
chocolate.
likes white chocolate?
I do.
Oh, that's fucking
I like it. I do.
You're the caller? Hot dog.
I just want to talk about chocolate all day. All right, now you got to rank white chocolate, dark chocolate, and milk chocolate.
Dark chocolate is the
Number
one
one.
I'm not into.
Oh,
Dark?
God.
What are you, a lady on her period?
70%.
You got it.
I go,
You got it.
and my percentage is way up with dark chocolate, 70% and higher.
I don't know. For some reason, I don't like the taste of it. But I mean, I'll eat it because it's still candy. But you know,
Well, they say that the chocolate you eat matches your personality, right? So sweet people, you like high bitter chocolates.
you also like crazy
How about,
candy combos, though. What have you ever tried a white chocolate Reese's cup?
You know what? Not that bad.
It's good. You motherfucker! It's fucking good. I knew I'd get him.
I think it got me too.
Yeah, I mean, you went right for the fucking neck there, Doug. I mean, anybody that says no is a fucking liar, piece of garbage.
I will pretty
those are
much.
good.
I
Those
will
are
pretty
good.
much try dog shit Reese's. That's how much I like Reese's.
Oh yeah, any shape they put it into, I want to try
forget
it.
it.
I was in
Reese's
a-
eggs, peanut butter eggs,
Right.
peanut butter.
My friend had a white Kit Kat, not good. Reese's white chocolate, good.
Yeah. What's your?
Yeah, you're right. The white Kit Kat doesn't really
Just doesn't
help at all.
Needs the peanut butter.
Is white chocolate your second favorite?
If it's got Reese's in it. So, but I just can't rank them. I don't want to
Can't
go.
rank
I don't
'em?
want to go on record publicly.
my God.
The ridicule that I would get.
This is our famous chocolate segment, though.
It's a big segment.
a fucking pussy.
Oh my!
You can talk about smoking weed, but you can't pick a fucking chocolate. I like.
Bro.
Dude, ask me what my favorite strain is,
I like the Wesley.
because I can't do that either.
Dark chocolate.
Huh?
Oh, he likes the Wesley Snipes dark chocolate.
Gotta be as dark as Wesley Snipes. Dark chocolate.
All right, Frank. Thanks for the call,
Later,
buddy.
boy.
All right, Frank in the
Bye.
Bronx. Speaking of which,
Yes,
you put everyone in a panic last time you were here.
I did. How?
With your pot smoking.
What happened?
You fucking started lighting up over there.
No, I didn't light anything. It was vapor, wasn't it?
We could talk about it. It was months ago, and you didn't know what state you were in.
It was a vapor pen,
All right, we'll go
wasn't
with
it?
we'll go with a vapor pen.
I didn't light anything in here.
You don't do joints. You do vapes, right?
No, but I got like a,
Let's just put it this way.
I got a rubber pipe that I use.
There was a Facebook Live panic that set in. We're Facebooking live right now at Opie Radio fans on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I was kind of panning the room, and there was some action over there.
Yeah, I blew out some smoke, probably, right?
Yeah.
Some vape.
Tapper's here.
Vapor.
We'll get Tapper after the break, right?
Yeah, should I stay for the next segment or should
Yes.
I tap out? Son of a bitch. He answered so fast, he almost stepped on it.
I'm sorry. I'm so scared of you leaving.
All right, let me say.
I already lost my chocolate.
Let's say hi to Ray in Michigan.
Like girl interrupted
Ray.
here in the fucking corner.
Yeah, Ray, what's going on? I guess we could grab.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, I don't know what happened to Carl, but he seemed really angry on the show lately. He started out, happy and friendly somewhat every now and then. Lately, he seems like he hates everybody.
Yeah, I do.
Carl,
Go fuck yourself.
Carl, what's that about?
He's just getting more and more relaxed and real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
is
just
real.
being, he's just being himself. He's just being a guy who yells at chocolate ladies.
Did you think I yelled at her?
No, that was an exaggeration. I mean, you're definitely a bossy orderer, but you weren't yelling.
I think you were going for something in that video. What? I don't know, but you were trying for something.
What? I have no idea.
I kind of like your cannoli filling video much better.
Oh, you like that one?
Yes, that was funny.
That was really fun. I want to show that to Doug. He'd like that one.
Well, they went to get John Taffer. We're short-staffed. We only have 3 people that work on the show these days.
Oh, good.
So.
And one more thing.
Yes, Ray.
Hey, Carl, the only thing white people ever did to Cubans was rescue them when they were trying to title the floater on their inner tube. So you could be nicer to us, too.
Let me tell you something. As a Cuban, I love white people. I think they're great. They helped our island. The mob came. They brought us casinos.
Yeah.
They made the girls look hot.
Yeah.
Gave us a lot of green-eyed babies. Thank you, white people.
There you go.
Did a good
No,
job.
thank you.
We
appreciate it.
We introduced you to Green Eyes.
Yes.
All right.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
That should be on the Statue of Liberty.
I have learned a lot about food.
I don't even know what that means.
No, nobody does.
You laughed, though.
I laugh because I'm angry right now. I'm angry, Carl.
I should have sat on that one for another minute. Come up with something better. Why 3 days at the same joint? Philly has a lot to offer food-wise.
That's just one meal.
Yeah.
And not even a meal, really. And once I realized that the first time I ordered it, I got that and I got something else. And I ate it all and I was like too full.
Right.
So I was like, if I go back there, I'm going to get, just get that. And also, I usually have somebody with me that tries 1 or 2 of them, So
how was Doug Love's?
That's my idea of dieting.
You did Doug Love's movies down there in Philly?
Yeah, we did a couple of them on Saturday and Sunday at Helium. I get the 4:20 in the afternoon slot.
Nice.
And then I came to New York on Monday, and we did another one
last night.
Another sold out show last night at the Gramercy, and we announced at the end of it the next one that went on sale today is going to be on July 31st. It's also a Monday, so it's about 5 weeks from now.
At Gramercy? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Gramercy loves you. That's a great room for Doug Love's movies.
It's a fantastic venue, and they gave me a bunch of. Now I forget the place it was from because you might know about it, but they gave me a box kind of like the one you just had.
I had.
Your former chocolate box. They gave me a fancy box full of tiny cupcakes, a bunch of different flavored
I don't know.
ones.
I know you. They took care of you, man.
Yeah. It was
That's
very
an
nice
Upper
of
West
them to
Side
do that.
joint, isn't it?
They're
the
everywhere.
tiny
That
cupcakes?
fucking tiny. I can't wait for that to go away like fucking cancer.
Kind of silly, isn't it?
I don't know. Here's
Here's my problem with the cupcakes. Here's my problem with cupcakes.
In general.
In total.
Okay.
They're wrong. They're built wrong.
Why?
A cupcake should have the stuff in the middle.
Right.
Like a cake.
Right.
Because you think cupcake, right? Cupcakes have layers.
Well, the
They're
cake also
lazy.
has
It's
stuff
a
on the
muffin.
outside, the icing.
It has some icing, but it doesn't have it's not nothing in it.
Wait,
Right.
you want to put the icing on the inside?
Yes.
But then it looks boring.
Because then
sitting
it's
there.
a cake.
There's
If
no
not,
display.
right now it's an icing muffin. It's a muffin with icing
What are
on
you,
top.
Seinfeld?
No, I'm telling you the truth. They're wrong.
It's an icing muffin?
Yes.
I don't like the little wrapper on the bottom of them.
Thank you.
I never can eat a fucking cupcake without leaving crumbs. So if
Right.
I'm anywhere where it's going to be embarrassing that there's crumbs on my shirt.
The wrapper actually destroys the fucking cupcake.
Right.
And they're top heavy and they're temperamental. They suck and they go bad really fast. They have a lot of
I heard they're
exposed-
anti-Semites.
They
the
are.
cupcakes.
They hate Jews. Cupcakes hate Jews.
Oh, my God.
That's really funny.
But these ones are so tiny
That you
and
can
have
just-
so much on them, like
Yeah.
a piece of candy and then the icing and
yeah.
then a little bit
Yeah,
of cake.
yeah. You get-
So it kind of perfects the cupcake a little bit to make it small.
You get a little taste. Bishop from Chicago's back. Bishop, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you got to play that tape back of Carl with the chocolate lady. I know what he sounds like. He sounds like a male porn star getting a blowjob.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Oh yeah, you're getting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, you know what you're doing. Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, it pretty much sounded like that.
Oh, you're doubling down on that one.
Right. I want to encourage her. I want to encourage her that she's doing a good job.
And I thought you said that's a nice dick, but you said that's a nice pick.
You said double down on my dick.
Because I'm watching her through the glass, and she was going to go through for the white chocolate. I don't want to yell at her. You know what I mean? So I'm like, hey, you're doing a good job.
Right.
I would have also let her put some white chocolates in there, and you bring them down here and make your point.
Yeah, but
make your case that they're so terrible.
But now I can't make any point because
I
got violated at the fucking.
You want to bring her up here so you could yell at her?
The lady?
Yeah.
She doesn't like. I don't think she's going to come up here.
No.
Who's going to sign her in?
I think what Paul did would have been a lot funnier if, like, it had gotten down to just 4 or 5 candies left in the box.
Yeah.
Because then it's still going to piss you off.
Yeah.
And he knocks an empty box out of your hand, you're going to be pissed.
Right.
Just because you just knocked something out of your hands.
Exactly.
That's anger making right there.
Yeah, that makes me.
But then you're adding up the cost of each chocolate. So if it was just a few, then everyone could have calmed down quicker and had more of a laugh.
So you have a problem with the timing.
Yeah, well, I think all that stuff is like, like one of my favorite gags when I had like day jobs is if somebody handed me a memo that was on a piece of paper, I would take it, crumple it up, and just throw it in the garbage right in front of them without reading it. And then they'd be like, what the fuck? And then I'd take it out of the garbage and uncrumple it and go, see, I can still read it.
All right.
I'm joking around.
Right, relax.
But it's that initial thing just makes the person go, why are you doing this to me?
Fuck, I'm angry again.
You're like, we'll get through this. Relax.
I don't know how you did it, but I'm fucking
Why are you
fuming.
angry again?
I'm fucking fuming.
Look at your stupid T-shirt, and that'll calm you down. Dude, kittens could calm anyone down.
Kittens in space, especially. Kittens that are never going to find a home. They're just floating in space.
I saw the most horrific thing driving home last week.
What happened?
Long Island Expressway, bumper-to-bumper traffic. Does anyone else look on the side of the road when they're bored and see all the weird shit that just happens to be on the side?
No.
There was a dead kitten on the side of the road. And as kittens make you really happy on the internet, man, seeing that will depress the fuck out of you immediately. Because it was on the Long Island Expressway in an area like there's no fucking way a kitten would have wandered onto this highway.
That was one of the hardest days when we opened one of our restaurants. Second day we're open, the place is packed. We still don't have a lot of staff, it's just me and Marie.
Right.
My neighbor calls, he's a dick. He's like, hey, Carl. Your cat's dead in the middle of the street. You want to come do something about it? Kids are freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So I told my wife, and she's the hostess and I'm the cook. I'm like, Oyster's dead.
His name was Oyster?
My cat's name was Gray. He's Gray. We called him Oyster. So you got a fucking problem with my cat's name?
I'm keeping
What's your fucking problem with the cat's name?
Whoa, don't take Paul.
I'm sorry.
You're mad at Paul. You're mad at Paul, not me.
Why would he be
If
mad?
he was
I'm trying to say
knock chocolates out of my
If he was
hand.
brown, would you have called him Turd?
They were my chocolates.
They were in your hand, though.
They were my $50, asshole. Stop trying to be cute. $50 by the end of the show, or I fucking redecorate your face.
$50.
Carl.
Whoa, you can't redecorate his face because it's
Right.
perfection.
Thank you, Doug.
I'm staying stone-faced for this story because I don't know where this is going to go.
No, this is a true story.
This sounds very sad.
So I get my
Oyster's
wife now.
dead.
My wife is shaking.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God, Oyster,
terrible.
Oyster. I mean, he's our first pet. We fucking pull up. As we're pulling up, there's kids outside and everything, and there's a gray cat, a little smashed, a little blood coming out of his mouth and shit. My wife picks up this fucking dead cat and starts screaming, "He's still alive! Take us go to the vet." I go, Marie, Oyster's gone. Put the cat down. It's not Oyster anymore. Now you're just holding a dead cat in the fucking street. You know what I mean? Stop. As she's holding the cat, swear on my grandfather's eyes, I hear a fucking meow, meow. We look down. It's our fucking cat. It was another fucking cat that looked just like ours.
Oh, what was the name of that cat? Clam?
You don't even want to know. So what happened? I'm going to fucking rip this
I think he
microphone.
does want to know. He asked you.
So my wife, listen to this. My wife,
He doesn't remember the name of that cat.
Oh, boy, did that fall flat. Flat as that cat. I'm back from a bad joke.
So my wife's holding the cat. We look down, and then there's Oyster. He comes to us whenever we're outside. So he comes. My wife also looks down, sees it. Our cat's alive. She goes, looks at me, she goes, "Who the fuck's cat is this?" I'm like, "I don't know, fucking know." Then she throws it because now she's grossed out that it's a dead cat.
She was holding someone else's dead cat?
And all the kids are like, "Oh," everybody, because they're watching, what the hell's going on? I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I froze. I'm like, now the neighbors are looking at me. My wife just threw a dead cat on someone's lawn. This sucks. I said, "We get in the car." We get in the car. We went back to the restaurant. They believe nothing ever happened. Fucking crazy.
Wow.
The neighbors hated us since then.
What's the moral of the story, you think?
Paul owes me $50.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
I will not let that go. I'm not going home till I get $50. Paul?
I'll be here all night.
I'm not a radio celebrity. I'm a fucking real dude. You knock my shit down, get it done.
Get it done.
Get what done?
Give me my money.
Oh, he doesn't have $50.
Why do you laughing? He doesn't have $50.
Give me $50 worth of shit.
It's just probably a fact.
I'm going to introduce
there you
Paul
go.
into real life now.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, let me say, let's go to Boston. Chuck, what's going on? Chucky, how are you, buddy?
I want to see if you can agree with me on this. Do you think Trump is the true king of all media? I think he is. Because he fucking gets more voices. He reaches more people than anybody that names himself something. Because we can't be naming ourselves something and then pretending to be that. Because otherwise, Opie would be a chef.
Nice! You got hit at the end for no reason.
Why are you hitting me? What the fuck? I would say
I couldn't follow most of that.
No, I get what he's saying. There's people that make up their own like nicknames and stuff.
Right, but also didn't he call himself that a million years ago?
Who, Trump?
No. He's saying Trump calls himself the king of all media? Or he's saying he's the new king of all media?
Howard kind of came up with his own nickname, which is kind of...
Yeah, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's not... I mean, I always thought it was kind of funny that he would call himself that because he really wasn't. Trump is the king of all media. Yes. Oh, Chuck is gone now? He leaves me with this question and he just hangs up?
He's not... I'll give Howard Stern that he had a better movie career than Donald Trump. They both are only like in one thing, and and Howard Stern's the lead in his, and Trump just helps a little boy.
Whatever. Howard does very well.
Find his way.
Howard does very well for himself, but I mean, I never thought he lived up to his nickname to that extent. But
I
Trump,
guess so. He had that TV show. He used to have it. He used to be really president in all media, but now Trump clearly is. I mean, he's not. Now he's writing tweets instead of books. But
Trump is the leader here. Yes,
he's definitely all over the place.
He knows how to work the media.
He really does.
It's unbelievable, actually.
Or how to not work the media. Now they're just not letting the media record the briefings.
This is madness.
I see these tweets all the time telling reporters, stop being pussies and film it anyway.
Right.
And film being thrown out.
Of course. That's the move.
Oh, my God. Was that guy from CNN, Acosta, whatever his name is? Sounded like such a pussy. Did you hear him? He was like, what? But the camera's in the room? Like you got to find a different way to go at him. Like, you can't go that soft at him.
How bad do you want your gig? Don't be a pussy. Just do it.
Just do it.
Because it's hilarious. Because now when they play the clips on the news, it says, what does it say exactly? It just says audio only, but it says no video allowed
and
or whatever.
Got a picture of like Sean Spicer hiding in the bushes. Like they try to find the words.
Paul, what is that about? Why are they doing that?
They actually had a courtroom sketch artists
sketching
it out now. And then if you look in the sketch, the person in the far right is a cameraman just standing next to all the cameras.
Look, I'll give Trump this compliment. There's no bigger dick out there in America than Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
He knows how to be a dick.
King dick.
He knows how to be a
He's
dick.
a big, veiny dick in that White House.
And he knows how to work everyone.
He's got everybody.
Everyone.
Fucking nuts.
Anyway, I know a video on how to properly eat a cupcake. I want to tell Carl that he is wrong about the stuff inside of a cupcake. How can a fat guy not like cupcakes? You're being called fat. We better take care of this.
Let's clear this. Get this fucking person.
Kevin in Jersey, go ahead.
Yo, Carl.
Yeah, what's up, Kevin? You're a dick. Go ahead.
Oh, then maybe I should eat a Marie's once a week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm talking about Opie.
Wait, you know this guy?
He comes to my restaurant.
I've been working in Chatham for the last 15 years. I eat at that place once a week.
Thank you very much, bro. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm a little wound up because, I was assaulted today.
Do you get the same thing every time, caller?
How can a fat guy not like cupcakes?
What do you get when you go to...
Let me tell you something.
Let me take... Yeah, Doug is...
Doug wants to ask you some questions.
I want to, fill in this,
we want to get to know...
the whole thing.
We want to get to know the caller.
Okay, shoot. Let's go.
Go ahead.
So you go to Marie's Italian Specialties a lot down there in Chatham. That's Carl's restaurant. And Doug is asking you.
I go to Marie's Chicken Joint.
Nice.
Okay.
I sold that place. You know that, right?
Don't mind. Still got Marie's name on it, so I still go there.
Perfect. Yeah, I sold it about 4.5 months ago when I saw that my landlord was going to be a real nice guy and put in a Jersey Mike's next to me.
Yeah.
So I decided to get light and go to war, and it's working out for me. I'm really doing. I'm doing everything right. So
beautiful.
And the listeners are supporting you over Mike's, which is nice.
Let me tell you something. I got no bullshit. Saturday, I walk into the restaurant, and every table was someone from the show. In the whole restaurant. The whole restaurant was someone from the show. I took pictures
So
and talked
Vic
to
Henley was at one table.
That's really funny.
Sherrod was smoking out front.
Sherrod's finger banging the waitress.
What? Jesus.
He would not get mad if I said that.
Christ.
He'd be like, yeah.
Too funny. What happened to John Taffer? We're going to wait till after the break?
That's what you told me.
Yep.
No, then I changed I said bring him in.
You never told me that.
All right, boys.
I don't think you ever did say that.
I think he said it out loud. I heard it.
I did say it out loud.
Oh, did you?
Maybe you didn't hear it. It's fine. We'll wait till after the break then.
Yeah. So listen, it's not that I hate. Just to answer Kevin's question. It's not that I hate cupcakes. It's that I love cupcakes, and I think they could be better. They could be designed better. So
yeah, get your shit together, cupcakes.
Yeah. I think you should think about other things.
What do you mean? What am I going to think about?
Give a fuck about cupcakes.
Well, Carl also has a fascinating idea about bagels with no holes.
No, that's bad.
That's more bagel.
That's bad.
Do you know why there's no holes in the bagels? You got me.
I've been wanting to do that for 3 months.
But there is a reason for the holes, right?
Yeah.
All right, what are they?
What is it?
For real.
Both.
No,
we really want to hear it. Yes.
I'm hit bad. Oh, fuck.
Why has it got a hole?
I don't know.
Because you put your dick in it?
No, it's just it's the way they used to pick them up and make them because it's boiled. So they had that way. And then the hole actually worked. They used to put them on broomsticks and sell them in Lower Manhattan. The Jewish immigrants used to line up the bagels on broomsticks and walk them down the street.
Okay.
The jazz?
The jazz.
They should have that on merry-go-rounds where you reach up and grab a bagel. The Jewish merry-go-round.
Is that why, really? They walked around with a broomstick full of bagels?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Get a bagel.
That makes sense.
Hey.
How about we don't do that anymore, so let's fill in the hole?
No, because what you want that hole, just like pretzels, there's a reason for that. It's a baking density.
Oh, you want that hole.
You do. You do. It's just the way that it has to be formed. There's technology behind it. Fucking
Well,
science.
you get more edge, more outside flavor.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah.
You know this, Doug?
I'm just thinking about it. Thinking about when you're eating
Surface
the inside
area.
of a bagel, it's like the outside as well, you know?
Yeah. A lot of surface area.
I'm just thinking about it.
It's more of that, that's why I throw away after I...
Did you...
after I gnaw it until it's just a wad of bread in my hand.
You eat the outside out?
No, I don't.
Did you cheesesteak while you were in Philly?
No, because I trying to not do bread, and sandwiches is really hard to avoid. Just eating a big old piece of bread.
Wow.
Like out in California, you can go to In-N-Out and get a burger with just lettuce wrapped around it, and I love it because it's they don't make you feel bad about it.
The bread is a waste of time.
The bread is good though at In-N-Out.
Bread is a waste of time.
You can go fuck yourself.
You're not mad at me. You're mad at Paul.
I understand, but you're saying bread is a waste of time. I'm in the sandwich business. What are you talking about?
Most bread sucks a dick.
Most bread sucks because you're a Panera all fucking day. Bread's delicious.
We did eat at Panera a few days ago.
See? What did I tell you? Opie eats
bread is delicious.
Opie eats like he's at a
Bread
fucking
is
airport,
great.
even though he's not in a fucking airport.
I don't know what that means. Most bread is awful. What I love about the West Coast is you can eat healthy, but tasty.
Oh, yeah?
They still haven't really figured that out on the East Coast.
Yeah, because we're normal people.
Yeah, but you could do it.
What are you going to just say?
Dog, tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them. You get that lettuce wrapped around a nice piece of fucking burger, you're good.
He's going to tell me a guy who had onion soup dumplings for 3 days straight?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to tell me about L.A.? He doesn't eat like you. You want to eat avocado toast with your little pink flip flops.
No, I don't like avocado toast.
He's right about that. I'm not like you.
I was trying to bond with Doug.
Not happening.
I felt miserably.
No. You've really like seemed to like cut back to the point where you're not eating any enjoyable food at all.
You eat like you got diagnosed with something and you don't want to tell anybody.
No.
Like you eat like you're sick.
Oh my God.
Have you seen Opie's lunch? He's sick.
Oh, fuck. My wiener's been out the whole time on Facebook Live.
Sometimes when I see the videos of the show, the way you sit in your chair is
have a
like
bad
you're
back.
a recliner at home.
I got a bad
Like
back.
you're waiting for one of your kids to bring you another beer.
My posture's horrendous.
Yeah, sometimes you're just like laid out. Like, all right, I hate Steven Singer.
You're 100% right. I need a back brace. I need that broomstick so I can sit up straight in my chair. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to work on that. Now that we got a visual element in studio.
What are we going to play after the break?
Well, we got John Taffer coming in. Let's
So
see.
you going to play a song?
Oh, we could play a song.
Coming back in?
Dude, I only do 3 days of radio. I don't know if we could fill the time with songs. Unless you have a really good one. Brian in Kentucky, go ahead.
Hey, man.
Hey,
3
Brian.
days a week, you're starting to sound like Howard Stern, ain't you?
Oh, I think so, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Baba Booey.
Come on, man. You're better than that. Give us 5 days every now and then.
5 days?
Yeah.
That's a weird concept.
Half a day Friday, then.
Oh, my God.
We'll see. We'll see what
try. We'll give it
happens
a
in
shot.
October.
Yeah.
You know, right now we're doing some threes.
Doing a little threes.
Some threes, maybe a couple fours.
Then we're going to get kicked out in October, and then we're going to be just taking stupid pictures on Instagram, all three of us. Like
what are you going to
dum-dums.
do? Do some Instagram Live, Facebook Live from Marie's Italian Specialties down there in Chatham.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to do a show from there soon.
I want
I've
someone
been
to-
promising for a long
that'd
time.
be fun.
You know what I
I
do
love
want?
that
I
idea.
want someone to knock chocolates out of my hand and fucking in my restaurant, see what happens.
Oh, shit.
Fuck, I can be
Wasn't
free.
knocked out of your hands though. So.
Doesn't matter.
All right, Brian. Thank you, buddy.
Love you, Opie. Be good.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Brian. And thanks for listening. Is there a problem between Carl and Paul for real?
I got
What's
a
going
giant
on?
fucking problem.
Paul, what's up?
What?
$50. Problem's over.
Is there some realness in this studio right now?
Well, that's not gonna unsmack that shit out of your hands.
But it's
of
$50. That's it. It's even. You want to be funny? It's going to cost you $50.
But like, what if it was what if it was a can of soda? Would you be sitting around going, "I want my $1"?
No, but that would be part of the reparations. Yeah.
Carl's not necessarily wrong because over the years when I attempted funny, it cost me a lot of money.
Those are pricey chocolates. Yeah, that's
Lot of
another thing
money.
Paul should have thought is like, well, I got to offer to pay for these. But also, I don't think any of us could have imagined that every single piece of chocolate would manage to land on the carpet out of a whole box full.
What did you say earlier? I was hoping some stayed in the box.
If any of them stay in the box, I could try another flavor.
Oh, okay, all right. It was just so random. With everything going on, he was like,
It's
man, I was
sad.
hoping that someone would stay in the
I know.
box.
He just has such a great perspective.
When a kid's ice cream falls on the ground, I cry right there with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the saddest thing.
Fuck kids.
Do you go and get another one for the kid even if you don't know him? No. Or do you know the kid?
I was at Disneyland recently, and I won when I win a stuffed animal at one of those games where you play against a bunch of people.
Yeah.
If somebody puts their little kid up there to play, that kid's not going to beat me.
Right.
And but so when I win, I just take the stuffed animal and like give it to the smallest kid.
Right.
And I kind of think in my head, for a second when that's happening, I seem like some creep.
Right.
Yeah,
of
like I
course.
want something.
Like it's your move.
So I give it to him and I like run away. I like get away immediately. I don't hang out to discuss why are you giving our child
But
this
little
thing?
does the little kid know there's a tracking device in it.
But it's right from, you know what I mean? I win it and hand it right to them. You
Right.
know what I mean? So it's from Disneyland or
Right.
whatever.
I think
it's not like I just gave him some random item.
I think you got to be careful, man. Being a parent, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I think
what's
maybe
going
you got to move to maybe tossing it at him. from a little bit of
Oh, yeah, no, there's no...
a little bit of a...
There's no
why
contact.
why were you at Disney?
I think I
For
gave it to
gigs?
the mom even. I said, here, does she want this, you know?
Why were you at Disney?
Because I love Disneyland. I go there all the time, and I was binging on it for a few days because they got this new Guardians of the Galaxy attraction.
Right.
And it's where the Tower of Terror used to be.
So you're there by yourself?
Yeah, but people come. I know a lot of people that love Disneyland, so we sort of meet up, and then I
There's like one dude by himself with like a members only jacket. I'm holding my kids.
I spent, well, first of all, members only jacket. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't mean it in a bad way.
But that's not even, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. There's no things on the shoulder. But
no, what do they call
there's no epaulets.
Epaulets.
But
I knew you would know the name of that.
epilepsy is not funny. It's serious problem, epilepsy. But I don't know what I was going to say.
Disney.
Fucking Carl.
An adult at Disney.
It's being an adult there. Oh, I was going to say that I spend a lot of time there in one of my favorite places in the world. It's a tiki bar at the Disneyland Hotel.
I know what you're talking about.
Go over. It's called Trader Sam's.
Trader Sam's.
Go over there from the park, and you can just go in there. And people generally don't bring their kids in there, so it's just like a nice
adulty
oasis.
It's understood that it's the
dark
adulty.
in there.
Yeah, yeah.
And when somebody orders a fancy drink, they turn the lights way down, and there's paintings of volcanoes on the wall that erupt.
Yeah,
and they
it's really cool.
And they chant these native chants, and they squirt water throughout the air.
It's
like,
so
oh no,
kitschy.
we're having
It's
a
cool.
shipwreck.
Like,
that kind of shit.
It's like Disney doing kitschy. No one can be better than Disney. You know what I mean? Like it's awesome.
But it's a real bar where you can get really hammered.
It sounds kind of like a cool place.
It's really cool. Trader Sam's.
There was a guy.
Don't go there though, because it's always crowded, and I want a fucking seat.
And you want a seat at the bar. There's a guy that's been going to Disney every day for 7 straight years.
Something like that.
It just hit the news. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's like a veteran or something. Like he
it gives him happiness. Or something.
Yeah, he just likes hanging out there.
Is there something wrong with him?
He goes on the rides. Even I saw footage of him going on the Matterhorn.
I thought it was a teacup. The news footage I saw.
Yeah, like,
you know that was the news channel's idea.
Go on the teacup.
Right. This fucking asshole goes on the teacup every day for 7 straight years.
Little Megan's Law poster.
You go to Disney that often, you're just at peace with the fact that you're not going to go on that many rides. You know, you're not going to, because nobody that goes that often also stands in lines for 2 hours for something that he's been there 2,000 days in a row.
Yeah, this man has been to Disneyland 2,000 days in a row. We'll tweet out the article, but
a lot of days he's probably like, I'm just going to sit on this bench.
That's 5.5 straight years. No, my question.
You do a lot of walking too, though. It's good for a little cardio, in that sense,
and then you could have some extra bread with your meals. No, I brought it up because I wanted to ask you: Is Disney the type of place that you could go every fucking day, as much as you like it? Is this just crazy?
Who likes going anywhere every day?
Right.
You know, but it is. There's a lot of nooks and crannies and things to know about it and learn, and there's still maybe a few rides there I've never gone on, especially like kiddie rides. But I don't know. I love it, and I squeeze it in whenever I can. But I don't. The idea of going more than 10 days in a row is bizarre to me.
So are you an expert? Because I gotta,
what?
I gotta make the trip.
What do you mean?
With the kiddies.
You haven't gone yet?
Oh, shit.
Could you tell me what to do?
Could
you give me the inside track?
I could help you a little bit.
A little bit?
My first tip would be don't bring the kids.
Yeah.
Because that's what really shuts everything down.
Yeah.
You can't make plans when you got your kids with you because they're going to have their own ideas
I want to know
problems.
what hotel to stay at.
Yeah.
I want to know about some of these VIP things where you don't have to wait in line.
Well,
as
yeah,
much,
if you
all
stay
that
at the hotel, the Disneyland hotels, then you get Magic Hour where you can go for a whole hour before everybody else does in the morning.
I need Magic Hour.
Yeah.
If your kid's good with it, you got to train him for a couple of days. Put that fucker in a wheelchair.
You really go to the front of every line.
Yep. Put him in the wheelchair. Make believe your leg hurts, kid.
They
Let's
can't
go.
ever ask you why the kid's in a wheelchair.
They're so politically correct. You just wheelchair him up and fucking go everywhere.
They're not wondering that this word got out and there's just 100 wheelchairs lined up.
People have like this embarrassment.
Listen,
to do it.
and word doesn't get out. They have a program called Fast Pass, where as long as you make an appointment with a ride, you can come back to it like 3 hours later at a specific time and skip most of the line.
Right.
And people don't do it because it just takes an extra step of thought instead of just getting in the line like a dummy.
Right.
And that's that same thing with the wheelchair thing. There's just not going to be enough people who take advantage of it. But I'll tell you, I see plenty of overweight people that do.
Bro, we are all wheelchaired up. We look like a whole family that fell off of a fucking bus.
Do you go head wounds?
Oh yeah. You have a tragic story. You probably get a free corn dog.
They're like, look at these bunch of jelly legs, and we just go up and down.
Your whole family looks like it's from the Civil War.
Wheelchair your kids
You just knocked your own Coke out of your hand. That example that I was giving earlier.
I could afford it.
Listen, John Taffer's waiting.
He's been waiting. Let's
take a break so we can get him in here. I want to thank Lewis, who's getting married this weekend, for doing Facebook Live. Turn the camera around to you. Thank you, Lewis. Doug Benson's here for probably the whole week.
Yes, I'm excited.
When by whole week you mean 2.5 days.
Beat me to it. My definition of a week is a little different. What do you want to promote, Doug Benson?
Oh, this Sunday I'm doing Doug Loves Movies at the Improv in Kansas City, Missouri. I've got stand-up coming up in Salt Lake City and Sacramento, and all my dates are at douglovesmovies.com.
All right, and Carl.
Paul owes me $50. Let's go to commercial.
Back in 2000.
How you doing?
Yeah, sit right
I'm
where
Doug.
you are.
Sit right in Carl's seat.
And that's Doug Benson. What's going on, John Taffer?
Good to see you, buddy.
We're finally doing this.
We are. It took a while.
You
a little impromptu last time.
You stopped in because we dragged you. Sorry, Carl.
Hey, buddy. How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you been? Good.
Wait, you know each other?
Yeah, we met.
I know you're a big fan of John
I'm a
Taffer,
giant
but I didn't know you guys actually knew each other.
No, I know him.
The last time John was at the studio next to us, we dragged him in here for a quick 2-3 minutes, and he grabbed Kevin Brennan's sandwich. Kevin was not happy about that.
Little in a moment.
Yeah, I loved it. Are you kidding me? So how do you guys know each other? Just from
we interviewed him for Food Court.
Yeah.
And twice. And I'm just a giant fan of his.
You hit it off. Did you invent the red zone? I got to get right into that.
No red zone.
What?
Sunday ticket.
Sunday ticket. Is that worth a few bucks, John?
Oh, unfortunately, I just got paid by the NFL for doing it. No royalties, unfortunately. I know. It's an interesting story, though. It's an interesting story.
That's like the guy that invented the Post-it and then didn't get anything.
Yeah, or Velcro.
Or Velcro.
Velcro. He didn't get shit, right?
Because the company owned him, basically.
Yeah.
That's shitty. Man. Wait, Velcro?
On the other side of the fence, listen to this story. Henry Ford had a brother-in-law, John King.
Yeah.
Who he fucking hated.
Okay.
So he says to the guy, I'm firing you from the car plant.
Right.
I'm going to give you the wood scraps on the end of the assembly line. Go make a fucking living with it.
Right.
So the guy has these piles of wood he's picking up he doesn't know what to do with them. Compresses them into charcoal briquettes and creates Kingsford charcoal briquettes. Dies a fucking millionaire. That's the other side of that.
Yeah? Okay. You scared me.
I hope he doesn't like feel-good stories.
No, I love I actually love feel-good stories, for real. I know that will confuse people out there.
It doesn't make great radio. That's all.
No, I was confused when you said he died a millionaire. I was thinking that wasn't enough money for you, that he got fucked over and only made $1 million. I'm like, that's pretty decent.
Oh, it's unbelievable. The way people make money is unbelievable.
Don't you love those stories, though, and how they come out?
Oh, I love
of nowhere?
Like the guys from Rolex. I'm a big Rolex fan. You know that the guys, they were so smart. When they realized they were going to be super successful, they set up Rolex as a charity. If you look it up, it's a charitable organization. And the reason they did it, they were on an interview, the guy just died a billionaire, one of the Rolex guys. And they asked him, why'd you do that? And he said, that way we can't be taken over. So it creates a system where you can't be part of a hostile takeover. So it protected the company.
So one of the biggest scams in America, those Goodwill stores.
Right.
Oh my
Goodwill
God.
is a for-profit company.
Yes.
Right.
So everybody drops off their stuff in Goodwill boxes, and the guy's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. And people think it's a non-profit. It's not. He just named the company Goodwill.
Oh my God.
You know so he doesn't
that?
lie, but it's all perception.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny, like when we do stuff for the Food Network, people are like, oh, oh, we were doing a charity for Goodwill. I'm like, what are you, stupid?
There is no Goodwill charity.
That's like doing a charity for Walmart. Like, it's 100% profit.
But does he give anyone a taste? Because
nobody gets a taste.
Because he knows he's got something. Wow,
he's a monster. This dude.
He's a monster.
No, a lot of people don't know this. The NFL is nonprofit.
Right. Oh, we know that.
The parent corporation of the NFL is a nonprofit entity.
Right.
When I was on the board of it and did Sunday Ticket, it was for NFL Enterprises, which is the profit arm of the NFL.
And you didn't make.
It was a nonprofit association when they created it.
And you didn't make anything for Sunday Ticket.
Oh no, I got paid very well at the time,
but not
royalties going for no, it's their product.
What other things did you invent?
The butt funnel. I'm famous for the butt funnel.
Yep.
You know about the butt funnel.
Oh,
Doug, you want this one? I
don't know. I don't know what. I got to tap out on that one.
Nice.
Are you fucking with me? What do you mean that you invented the butt funnel?
So first of all, it doesn't work on batteries. We'll start there. So the butt funnel is really simple. It's a small, narrow entryway to a dance floor. Let's say, Opie, it's about 30 inches wide.
Right.
So two people have to rub up against each other to enter the dance floor. So a girl and a guy have to either get face to face or ass to ass to go through. So if you see a hot girl entering the dance floor, you time it right.
Intercept, yeah.
And hence the butt funnel.
Oh my God,
I told you.
brilliant!
Now, it's got a lot of people laid over the years.
Yeah.
You know, it's a valuable tool for those interested in using
Before
it.
you came in, I was bragging about you. I said you understand the science of selling booze. There's a science to it.
Wait, before you get into that, I got one more question.
Sure.
So my brother owns a restaurant that I'm silent partner, but I mean he does. I mean I'm not really involved, to be honest with you. I don't know why I'm pumping it up, but anyway, if we put a butt funnel in at F.H. Riley's in Huntington, are you coming after us and suing us?
No.
How does that work?
It's just an architectural feature. That's all. I just get credit for inventing it.
Oh, okay. So you let other bars and restaurants.
By all means, I want you to have your own butt funnel. so I would not stand in your way.
You know, there are natural butt funnels that exist everywhere. There's places that are poorly designed that accidentally have a butt funnel.
That's right. I think
that's Nassau Coliseum when they used to follow the Islanders. Oh, fuck.
Sometimes the butt funnel's in the wrong place, like inside the men's room.
What an ill-placed butt funnel.
And John, the logic. Go ahead.
The funny thing is, when you look butt funnel up online, which I had never done, to me it was just a term for architecture, piece of paper. Apparently, there is a device that is a butt funnel.
Yes.
Okay.
And I did not know that at the time. Yeah.
Kids now, they funnel alcohol into their butt to get drunk faster.
Right.
Oh no, this was some type of a vibrating device, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, even better.
No, the kids have been drinking with their butts for a while now, and it's very dangerous. You got to be careful with that. Sorry to the guys on the couch.
Better than hamsters, though, I think, right?
Yeah. But so the logic with the butt funnel, you're thinking if you have this in your restaurant or bar, people somehow are subliminally
it's all about
going to
interaction.
Are going to understand they had some weird moment there, and they're going to go back.
The concept is nothing happens until you look in somebody else's eyes. So how do I prompt that? So if a bar has two elevations,
right,
the zero level is always high seating because your eye is within 10 inches of somebody standing when you're on a bar stool. So as somebody is walking through the room, I'm creating more eye contact.
Right.
That's really key. If you're sitting at a low table in an elevated area, they're at the same eye height as you standing at zero level too.
Right.
So everybody's eyes are at the same height, standing, sitting on a bar stool, sitting at the table in the elevation. Then little things like, and this is fun, elevation has a staircase. So a bunch of tables with one staircase.
Right.
So you go up the staircase because he sees a hot girl up there, hits a dead end, has to turn around and walk back, feels like a fucking idiot.
Yes.
She knows exactly what you're doing. So I got to put another staircase on the other side so you can walk through with a purpose and not get fucking busted.
So smart.
So all of this shit really matters. So now you connect with somebody in their eyes, guy or girl, could be at a sports bar or whatever.
Right.
Now you got a reason to have another beer.
Right.
There's another reason to hang longer.
That's what he does, man.
Doug was talking about Philly, and he said he likes a bar with some space and some healthy seats, not where they crowd everybody around.
Yeah.
So you feel like you have some room.
So you'll like this one. So for women,
right?
If women are over 34 years old is my target audience,
right,
I put it back on a bar stool. If they're under 34, I don't. Why? Please ask me why.
Ask him why, Opie.
Come on,
Opie.
All right, why?
Because
That was awesome.
When they cross
It's
34,
Opie's show. He could have said, "I'm not interested. Let's move on."
Am I high and I don't know it? Because this is a weird fucking show right now.
fact is, when people, men or women, cross 34, they get a lot more sensitive about the size of their asses.
Oh, okay.
So you put it back on a bar stool, men and women.
Yeah.
Under 34, you don't, so people can spin around and interact more.
Right.
The point is that there's a science to it all.
When did you decide you wanted to like study all this stuff and figure it out?
I never did. It just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah. I mean, when did you decide to get so good on the radio?
Damn,
that's a good
That's
question.
a great question.
Yeah, maybe yesterday.
Maybe someday.
I mean, you're hopeful, right?
See, I told you. I was going to go with day one. It took a while, but yeah, I don't know. It just happens after a while, right?
Yeah, you come in every day, you try to get better, learn more. And, and one day you wake up and you say, wow, I'm good at this stuff now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
No, I watch this stuff religiously. And the thing is like they said, like, you have to have a baseline of understanding. You just can't watch it and be an idiot. You know what I mean? But if you have any inkling in business and you watch it, the stuff that you learn is incredible. I mean, I watch it like, it's like watching a football coach talk to a team. Like, the shit that he does is incredible.
Give me some more. This is fascinating.
It's fascinating shit that he does, like beer sizes. You know what I mean? Like how you created that, what is it called? Like Go Extra, like to get an extra 2 ounces of alcohol or something?
Oh, yeah, just the add-on.
Well, listen to this.
But, but there's a science to this stuff. So I won't say which brand, but when a famous coffee shop added the extra large coffee,
okay,
they didn't do it to sell extra large coffees. They did it to sell more mediums. Because when there's a medium and a small, a lot of people. No, listen.
Mind blown.
So okay, two coffee sizes, medium and small. Most people get the small. Some get the medium. Now I have small, medium, and large. You don't want the small one. That's probably too small. You're going to go to the medium.
Right.
So everybody upsizes, even if nobody buys the large one.
Right.
With wine lists, very few people are going to buy the most expensive wine on the list. So I put one on there that's more expensive, knowing no one won't sell it because I want to sell the second most expensive one.
That's why I do that. For real.
He gets you.
So all of this stuff has a science and a logic to it. Because what I'm trying to do is change the decision that you're going to make and steer you to make the one I want you to make.
That's fascinating.
Isn't that something?
You like this, Doug?
Nope.
Because he knows
Don't fuck with me while I'm trying to drink. Don't play these mind games.
You and your mind games.
No,
really
I'm
fun.
fascinated by all that stuff. I think it's really. I always am going through my head whenever I'm anywhere. Like, did they really think this through,
Yes.
or is this helping them to do something I don't know about?
Now, with the cups, sporting events, remember that controversy where the large and the medium, the beer fit in both perfectly, or the same or whatever? I'm trying to remember exactly.
They just put more foam in one, so it didn't really have more ounces.
It was.
It was at a stadium. Yeah,
I'm trying to. Oh shit!
That's what he said. They foamed it out. So
I don't think it was foamed out. They actually took the medium beer and took a large cup and poured it in, and it went right to
it was
the
a different shape.
I think
narrower and taller.
And then they got
but
caught.
the volume's the same.
Yeah, they got caught though. It was a big deal. I think it was. I want to say it was Seattle or something.
And
But you can
So
find the
here's
story
another
real
one.
fast.
I take a glass. Let's say it's the size of this can of cola here.
Right.
And I put big ice cubes in it. Holds like 5-6 ounces of liquid. I put crushed ice in it. It holds 2. So the science of the size of the ice cube in the glass and all of this stuff plays to the ratio of it. So if I put crushed ice in there and still put the same ounce of booze in there, now it's like a 2-to-1 ratio. He thinks he's got a really strong drink. It's the same amount of booze to me, but it has less mix. It costs me less to give him the stronger drink.
Oh, is Doug getting pissed?
But if I have the wrong ice, I can't get away with that because I'm not filling the glass.
You can't get away with it.
Gotcha.
The ice is the science behind it.
It's interesting
And
to
who
me
doesn't love
that
crushed ice?
every airport bar. Why do airport bars more than just a regular bar always ask you if you want a double? But in a regular bar, it's it depends on the bartender. It seems like, but in the airport bar, they always push the double.
Some of that is just a company that's training them to do it, and it's smart. But the other logic is a lot of people in the airport are in a hurry. They're not going to sit there
They want
for an
a
hour.
double drink.
Yeah.
Just get more in one.
Yeah, the science is interesting. People average about 2.5 drinks their first hour. 1.5 their second and 1 1/4 each hour thereafter.
You even figured that out?
Yeah, so the longer
What a
they stay, the
nerd.
more they drink. Airport, you don't have that time, so we're trying to slam the second drink in there quicker.
Really?
Yeah, they know you're not driving.
That's true.
Yeah, then if you're tipping in any kind of fair way, the bill's going to be higher.
You
and
patted
then they
the
get
shit
more
out of the
money.
check one shot.
Yeah, you doubled the tip.
It's like the
too.
25 extra for a bigger size of popcorn. They always point out how cheap it's going to be a complete pig.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like you can be a glutton because it's only going to cost $0.25.
Yeah.
I like the guy who goes to the convenience store, buys a 64-ounce cola. Now, who the fuck can drink 64 ounces of cola? But they say, oh, it's your best value. So the guy with a wheelbarrow is wheeling this stuff out. People react to things that isn't always logical.
Nuts. Did you ever come up with one that was just a dud?
Oh, sure.
You know, with the eye contact and everything else, it's so logical and so smart.
Right.
But did you come up with one?
Well,
and
he
you
had the
realized-
cock funnel for a while.
See, that did have some regional benefits to it, though.
Oh, he got out of it. He got out of
One
it.
region in particular.
So it did have some regional elements to it.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Bravo. Yeah, did you come up with one and you realize, okay, now this
We've
is
come
maybe
up with
too-
some that have failed over the years. You know,
Give me
and I'm
one
trying to
good
come
one.
up with a good one, but I'm honestly, struggling to try to find
He's that
one.
much of a success.
No, I mean, we're really good at it. And I
Yeah.
haven't made mistakes in a while because, I've gotten good at it.
Right. All right.
One thing that when I figured out was, I opened a lot of little mom and pop restaurants and stuff, and you kind of do it, right off the hip. And then I had an opportunity to be part of a team that opened a restaurant in Times Square where the rent was $200,000 a month. You can't make a fucking mistake. I mean,
no, 'cause-
everything,
Yeah.
you need someone like him. If he's not there, all these he's a really good chef don't mean shit.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with tourists, you're dealing with a whole nother group of people. Like these guys that I opened a restaurant with were on another world. I thought, I opened 12 restaurants. I know everything. I didn't know a goddamn thing. They came in, they knew, chairs, don't put chairs there, don't do that, don't do that. And you're like, why? And it's so logical, but you have to be part of this volume restaurant thing that
Right.
it'll blow your mind. Like what he knows is incredible.
Yeah, but you ran that place great. That's where we met.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Did it make it? And it continues to make its number?
Did 14 million this year.
Jesus.
But it's Times Square.
but how
Literally,
much per
people
foot?
hit the glass.
But it's
How
like a
much per foot?
Philadelphia
I don't know the
size.
I don't know the foot number now. I can't
Because
give it to you.
that's the measurement of success in
Yeah.
my business is sales per foot.
Per foot.
So if a guy says he does $10 million in a place the size of a cathedral, big
Right.
fucking deal.
Right.
But if it's the size of a postage stamp, it is a big
Right,
deal.
yeah,
of course.
So, a great place will do, 2,200, 2,300, 2,500 a foot
Yeah.
in sales, and it starts to get into big numbers.
Well, can't you figure it out through?
You can. Revenues divided by square foot. It's easy enough.
No,
to
I
do.
mean the fact that the rent was $200,000.
Well, what's interesting also, and again, I want to get too deep at it. You have to do 10 times rent just to break even.
Yeah.
10 times.
Yeah.
10 times.
So if he's doing 200,000
On the rent.
on a rent, he's got to do 10 times that in revenue,
Holy shit.
or the numbers don't work.
Right.
It's crazy. And what this guy that operated it, he owns other restaurants in the city. And one of the coolest things I ever saw him do was he rented out the base of the Empire State Building for a restaurant. So in the meeting, it was just surreal. Like, this guy is the real thing. Like, he goes to the meeting and they say, oh, well, we're offering you 5,000 square feet in the basement of Empire State Building, the first floor.
Yeah.
And he looks, he goes, how much for the whole fucking thing? He goes, sir, it's 11,000 square feet. He goes, I'm going to lose at 5,000. I'm going to lose at 11. I'd rather win at 11 than win at 5. Give me the whole fucking thing. Rented the whole base of the Empire State Building. Held the opening for 2 weeks so he could open during the Christmas season. First restaurant to do $1 million in a week. It was a beast.
In a week.
In a week. A beast.
Was it successful after that?
Yeah, it's still there.
Still there doing all right?
Yeah.
I got to take exception to what you just said. In 1983, I opened a nightclub in Pennsylvania called Pulsations. I opened it on a Friday night in 1983.
Wow.
I did $647,000 my opening 2 days.
Oh, that's a club. This is a hamburger place.
Different thing. Yeah, I opened a nightclub.
Nightclubs, the numbers are. It's like Tao. Like they say, it's the best restaurant in the big highest grossing.
Right, it's about $70 million a year. $70 million a year.
You know, it's a club. Clubs, the money in clubs is like makes restaurants look like, why do you even open a fucking restaurant?
Well, the
It's
margins. It's twice the margins.
Wow.
Because you make twice the money on booze you do food.
Yeah, bottle service is crazy.
Oh, whenever I run into club guys, like whenever it's like us restaurateurs, the club guys pat us on the head like we're little dum dums. Like, hey, how you doing?
But
nice
hold on.
silverware.
But wait a second. But then you got DJs now making $500,000 a night.
But look what they draw. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, but still, they make $500,000 on a Friday or Saturday night, and then they make $150 at the pool the next day. So they show up, they do a Friday night gig in a club, they don't walk in till 1 a.m.
Right. Yeah.
Right? They spin till 4 a.m. They're back at the pool the next day at noon. They spin for an hour and a half at the pool. They're on a plane Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock, plus $650.
Come on.
Yep.
And they're not even really spinning anymore.
I just saw one
it's
guy
all just
downstairs.
programmed, right?
A lot of it is digital, and they're doing their own electronic music and such, yeah.
Right.
One of the guys just walked into Sears right now, Steve McCoy. He's
yeah, we had him on.
Yeah, he was just here. He's a monster at that.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? You know who Steve's father is?
Benny Hanna.
Yeah, Steve's father is Benny Hanna.
And it is Steve Aoki.
So they mix it a couple of different ways.
Right.
Steve Aoki.
Steve Aoki.
Yeah, Steve Aoki.
He was there too.
He's the Benny Hanna guy.
Son of a bitch. Both of them's.
Both of them's.
Both of them's are downstairs.
Dave Wall's there.
He should actually be tossing up and slicing CDs.
His dad.
How many guys are making this 650 that you just explained?
There is a
handful.
5, 6.
5 or 6
that are making that kind of money.
They have billboards in L.A. for these people, and I'm just like, how could they afford this billboard for a?
Yeah, one of them
DJ is going to be
my-
there for one night,
One of them shares my agent, and he did $42 million last year.
See that, Opie?
We gotta
keep telling jokes.
We got to get some turntables in here.
Let's do it.
And I sit in a fucking hallway.
And he yells at people, "Get out of my office!"
I think I got to make some changes.
Let's become a DJ.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
I thought DJing was a waste of time because I was a bar DJ to supplement my radio career early on when I was in college.
That was a different time.
Different time, and I was proud that I could mix and fucking do some things.
Here we go.
No, nothing like I'm not putting myself on anyone's level.
The other day, he was telling Mike Tyson, comparing injuries.
Well,
from being a golf caddy to Mike Tyson, the heavyweight champion of the world.
John, we both have back problems.
Same shit.
Thank you, John. That backfired.
It did. I got hit.
Because we were talking about rehab.
Should have had Holyfield at the same time. That would have been a hell of a segment, I would think.
Holyfield's a bore. You had him in here. Love the champ, but Tyson's way better on the mic than Holyfield.
He never spent time with Toby Keith.
Well, tough one, huh?
Boring?
Talking to a piece of wood, pretty much.
What happened to his
trash people? I love this guy.
Does he still have any of those? I love this place.
The Red Cups,
bar and grill, or whatever.
Run around. I think he had a few of them.
He had one in right at the airport there at O'Hare and Rosemont that it went under.
Yeah,
some tax problems or something.
A couple of them have.
I have a question. Something that I don't even understand. I've been in the restaurant business my whole life. I can't explain Margaritaville. Its success, how it just keeps drawing people. Everywhere I go, they're packed.
First of all,
what is this? What am I missing?
It's a happy place.
Yeah, but you got to look at
let's break it down. It's a happy place.
You got to look at his audience. His audience is evangelical to him.
Right.
These parrot heads, they're incredible. They chant, they rant, they rave, they follow him around the country. It's almost Grateful Dead-like.
Right. Of course.
Right. So that evangelical audience, is just hooked on this brand, and they go to him. I mean, in Vegas, last I looked, they were tracking about 34 million.
Jesus. Yeah, and anybody else is going to wander in there just even if they're not a big fan. It's just it's a song that everybody gets. It's just the whole idea of it is just right there. Like, let's just go to a place that's like it's a town about margaritas.
And I go there every time, and I'm eating some bullshit coconut fucking shrimp, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a happy place. I'm telling you.
If you take a look at what they're doing now, and my guess is this is where we're going with it. If you look at all the supermarket stuff they have, Margaritaville, in the past few months, his name has come off the box.
Really?
So it's no longer Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. It now just says Margaritaville.
Kind of smart, right?
So I'm guessing they're setting it up for an exit.
Oh, that's
so that Margaritaville becomes a standalone brand, and that he moves along at it. Yeah.
Now he's got resorts and stuff.
And also, there's not much reason for a young person to be that familiar with him. specifically.
But his lifestyle.
But then you get enough Margaritavilles around, people just know the name.
And the music's timeless because when you go into one of those places, they're playing a lot of Buffett, so he's turning on newer fans.
It's almost like Beach Boy music. It has its place forever. Every spring you're going to hear Beach Boy music.
It's a fruity version of the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
When you go to the show,
right?
Because they do the same parking lot thing as the Dead, but it's a bit more flamboyant.
That's why I connected that evangelical. I mean,
And
they're
more
really into it.
alcohol based too, obviously.
Right. Alcohol instead of weed.
Yeah.
So, and we got the story of the, it was Quest Field, I think. Quest Stadium or whatever. Here it is. Go to the headline. It's because people are going to ask me later. Seattle Stadium beer scandal. Same amount of brew, whether you pay $7.25 or $8.50.
Because of the way the glass was configured.
Yeah, and someone finally figured out. Did a video, went viral. Here's the video. It's quick. It's 30 seconds.
So it's videoing, flashing. Okay, here's our test on a large beer from a small beer. It's $1.25 more than the other beer.
Well, look at the thing compared to the width. You can see it.
Let's go back to that.
This guy's ass.
Small beer that's now a large beer that costs an extra $1.25
That's
more.
awesome.
Small beer.
You know what's interesting, though? Think of how they sell it. Now, I want to understand the legality of this, Opie. So,
It's just like Mike Wallace, right?
so if you walked up to the counter,
Yeah.
and they said, "Would you like more beer for another $1.25?" They'd be breaking the law. But if you walked up to the counter and you say, "Would you like the large cup for $1.25 more?" That's what you got. Wow. You got a larger cup. Right. You didn't get more beer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got to look at the language and the way they're doing it. So, I question if it's fraud if they use the right terminology.
Oh my
now, is it
God.
misrepresentation?
Of course it is.
But would you like this cup instead of that? Oh, yeah, okay.
You have a choice.
Right.
Yeah, they
I have
only-
them on the board, 2 pictures of them. One, we had the bigger one.
Right. Wow.
Nobody ever
that's-
said it had more beer in
That's
it.
sneaky, man.
And the only
I would
reason they
never do
stopped
such a
doing
thing.
it is
No,
because someone caught them.
Right.
Then
That's
they
the
go,
only
oh,
reason, of
yeah,
course.
let's not do it anymore because we look like jerks. But
There's a Bar Rescue
100,000
episode. And
Yeah,
I'm
we haven't
doing-
even talked about your show, Bar Rescue, which
there's
is
a
just
Bar Rescue
awesome.
episode where this Call brand gin, I won't mention what it is 86 proof. And Bar cheap gin is 80 proof. So I have a hydrometer. Right. So I'm putting a hydrometer in the bottles, and the 86 proof gin is coming up 80 proof.
No, but first of all, walking by, explain to him what a call brand is because he went blank.
Oh, okay. Call brand would be like a premium brand that you pay extra for. Okay, Opie?
I didn't go blank.
yeah, we got that.
Thank you, Doug.
And then explain to him what a
I
hydrometer
got
is.
Doug back.
So hydrometer
Didn't work
measures
with
the
Brett, but it's
alcohol
working with
level.
Jim.
Listen.
Yeah,
in the
okay,
alcohol.
okay,
So
yes.
there's 80 proof. So one or two things. Either he poured the shitty gin into the Call brand bottle, or he poured water in there, 1 to 2.
Right.
There's no question. Science is science. So we bust him on that stuff. But similar type of a thing. And then there was a franchisee, I won't mention what company, in New Jersey just a few months ago.
That's my neighborhood.
Remember there was a big scam of them pouring iced tea in whiskey bottles?
My
and
mother-in-law went to that chain.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she turned into fucking Erin Brockovich. Fucking, she was blacking out, like writing shit down, like picketing all by herself, hammered on box wine and shit.
Wait, they put the iced tea in the whiskey bottles?
so the color wouldn't change to
right.
water it down, so they used iced tea instead.
But when you taste the iced tea, like, how does that work?
Alcohol, it depends
Whiskey's
upon what
pretty
you put
strong
it in.
tasting.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful how much of the iced tea you put
there's
in, right?
there's a little
It's still
mix
a
like anything
rip-off,
else.
but that's a real rip-off. I mean, you're actually changing the product behind the label, which is
That's
fraud.
illegal. All the way to the top, that's illegal.
What percentage of bars, if you had to guess, were fooling around with their alcohol, putting the water in or messing with the proof?
You know what I think 10% maybe.
Only
you know what's
10%?
interesting, Opie? It's almost 10% of any industry.
I don't think you can make that much more doing
I was
that,
reading an article the other day how 10% or so of veterinarians sell services that are unnecessary for dogs, dental cleanings and things like that.
Right.
And about 10% of them are selling you stuff that you don't need. Look at doctors, same statistic, about 10% of them. Look at drinkers. 10% of people overdrink and ruin it for everybody. That 10% number, when I do my homework, tends to carry across most things. Right. So bar operators, less ethical than veterinarians or doctors or lawyers? I don't think so.
So it's 10% human nature. 10% you have the fuck-ups.
Yeah.
Right.
But my point is a bar operator is no less ethical than another business, I don't think.
Let me go to Raul in Miami. We got John Taffer in studio if you want to give us a call. Raul, what's up?
Hi, good afternoon. First of all, I promise, Carl, I will not ask a question that will start making you cry. I'm that guy from before.
Okay.
You had mentioned, Carl, about you didn't understand the Margaritaville.
Right.
Why it's so famous and all that.
Right.
The best explanation that I can give you, because I'm a local here, Key West is, and you have to put yourself in the mindset of a tourist, right?
Right.
It's the escape. It's, drive down to the Keys, go to the ocean, go to the water.
Raul, I get the Florida one, no problem. It's the way it's been able to grow. You go to Alabama, there's one.
I would get the one in Alabama way more than the one in Florida, though.
The one in Key West, even I went to.
Because in Alabama, you're well, maybe not even Alabama, but let's say like Cleveland or somewhere that's so far from the Caribbean. I get it because it's a bit of an escape there.
But, there's another thing that happens, though. You go to Key West, you go to Florida, you're in a tropical vacation mode, so you go to a place like Margaritaville. When there's also a Margaritaville in your hometown, then you're not going to go to it in a tourist destination. Wow. So what happens is when these brands started to become national, not just in Vegas and Miami, then it became been there, done that. I have it at home. It's not a big deal there anymore. So there's a really careful balance between these. You do too much local, you lose the tourist attraction element of it.
Well, speaking of that, we're here in Times Square, and it drives me nuts that all the tourists come from all over the world and hang out in Times Square and go to chain restaurants. Why would you do that?
I think a lot of
are you fan?
Well,
it's intimidating. New York to a lot of people in the middle of America, they don't want to venture out. You don't understand what New York feels like to someone that's ever been here.
But you adventure all the way to New York City Times Square, and it's like,
yeah, give Sbarro a chance.
Fuck Sbarro.
Nathan's.
But
Nathan's
no, the chain places too are like the prices are almost double what you would pay just going to the one in your hometown.
Well, the rent.
Here's the issue, though.
Yeah.
When you look at Times Square itself, a couple of things. The landlord, A, is not going to sign a lease unless you got a good guarantee because it's Times Square. Right. So the corporation of the national chains has the wherewithal to get the lease in the first place. Right. Next, let's say the restaurant isn't making money or it's breaking even. To them, it's a billboard in Times Square with the brand.
Yeah, no, I get all that.
So they'll pay for the show place as much as the restaurant.
But, I mean, if you come to New York, do Times Square for half a day and then get the fuck out.
Go to the
There's
local
so many
restaurants.
Great places to eat.
Yeah, the best in the world.
But the thing is I've noticed it on a lot of levels. Even when you go up in wealth, people just like things that are comfortable. Like I was in Palm Beach, and I see all these people from New York. They're on Worth Ave, right, which is unbelievable stores, but it's the same fucking store. They go to Louis Vuitton, the same store on 57th Street, the same one. It's comfortable. They know them. Hey, how are you? So on every level, this happens. When you go to America's Cup in Sevilla, Spain, you see all the Americans. They're all at the chain bar because it's comfortable. So I think it's predictable. And I think so many places are so quirky and weird, especially in New York, to the average American. They get scared.
But the great thing about New York are the local restaurants, the local bars, the local culture. But the thing is, they're on the side streets. They're not typically on the avenues. So you got to go to the side streets to find them.
It's intimidating.
That makes it a little nicer, too. You're going to get a huge compliment right here, John Taffer. I hope you're prepared for this one. Josh, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up? All right.
I watch this show occasionally.
Oh, wow.
That was awesome.
And he had a great compliment. He had a great compliment coming your way. Josh, try again.
He said he watches the show occasionally.
Yeah, hey, guys. Can you hear me all right? So, look.
Yeah, go ahead.
I watch this one special. It was like a Back to the Bar special. And Jaffer connected with me in a way I haven't seen on other shows before. I would put him up against Oprah, Dr. Phil. He just has a way of just getting beyond the bar, getting right to the owners and their problems, family dynamics. Like I said, I would put him up against any other talk show. It was engaging, excellent TV. Yeah. It was the one about the uniforms and self-respect. I don't know if you remember that one, but it was a great episode.
John Taffer.
I remember. Thank you, Josh. I'll tell you something that I haven't actually said into any microphone or anything yet. Dr. Phil and I, Phil McGraw, are very dear friends. Wow. And we're working on a project together right now.
Nice.
Wow, breaking news here.
Got a little room for the Opster?
I'd like to see him drunk.
That's not going to happen.
When I watch Bar Rescue, what I notice over and over again is the stubbornness of the owners.
You know,
they just don't want to change. They just believe in their heart what they got in front of them. It should work, and if they just continue down that road, eventually people will catch up with them.
And the dangerous thing is, well, I'll let you talk because you're the one that does it. But the dangerous thing is the ones that own things for a long time are almost, if I can, impossible because they think it worked in 1978. It still works, but the world changes so much around you that the guy becomes a liability.
Right.
Yeah, you know what happens, and you almost said it before with predictability with food. They own this place, and so many times, Opie, they tell me they're going to be out of money in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I mean, they are done. Their house is on the line. You know, they're going to lose freaking everything, but yet they still do it the same way, and they're not open to change. And why is that? You know, so is it that they're in their comfort zone? Is it they're scared to step out of it? Is it that they're scared of success? In many cases, in a strange way, and not consciously, subconsciously, they don't want to be proven wrong. Right. They'd rather the bar close so they can blame it on the location, the competition, Congress, the fucking president. Right. They'll blame it on anybody but themselves. When I make them own it, that's when they get successful.
Right.
And you know, that's what I found is the common denominator of failure. If you blame your failure on somebody else, you have no reason to change. That fucking this and that guy, that and this. But if you wake up in the morning and say, you know, I'm failing because of me, then you will change. That's most of the fights in bar rescue is me getting them to admit to the fact that they're the failure.
And that's
heavy.
tough. That's
heavy.
Really heavy. And it brought up something in there too. People are scared of success.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't understand it. You know, it's hard for me to relate to myself because we all strive for it. But then we walk up. I think it's
walk up to the line and then
stop.
And stop.
I think it's fear of failure, not fear of success.
Right.
If they knew they would be successful, they'd take that step.
Right. It's just too scary.
Yeah.
It's the unknown, right?
Imagine the first time you went in front of a microphone. Took some courage.
Yeah, not trying. Not trying is super easy.
He started in
People
upstate
love
New
not
York.
trying.
No one was really listening anyway. It's a big question.
The first time I was on an FM signal, I mispronounced the town, and I yelled "fuck" into the microphone. True story.
Good start.
I completely panicked.
And the shock jock was born.
I completely panicked, and the guy, he was a senior at the college, Geneseo.
No shit.
He was so bothered. He was so mad at me.
My first episode of Bar Rescue, I didn't.
No, I said shit and fuck. Sorry, I got to get the story right. It was the town, I think, is Leicester, and I called it Leicester because that's how it looked to me. And I realized that I pronounced it wrong. It was my big debut, so I went, shit. And then I realized I said shit, so I went, fuck. True story. That was my start on FM radio.
That's awesome.
So my first episode of Bar Rescue, I walk in to have cameras all over the place, these big robo cameras, cables everywhere and stuff. I didn't know they were the productions. So I walk in the owner and say, so those are your fucking security cameras? What kind of an asshole are you? Look at the cables going down your wall, the duct tape. And it was our stuff. And I'm screaming at the guy.
That's great.
That's awesome.
I like that.
He didn't know what to do, so he's looking at me with sort of a grin, and he didn't want to argue with me. He was scared of me. But so we had a similar beginning.
That's funny. Let me.
That's awesome. That's a great story.
We got Larry, and it looks like L.A., right? Larry, what do you got?
Well, I'm in Louisiana, and I apologize for that.
All right.
L.A.
It says L.A. Yes, go ahead.
I understand, there's La La Land, and then there's Louisiana. And they're
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
Larry doesn't think the Earth is too old. And I have to bring it up every time he calls the show. But that's okay. We're almost past that, Larry. Go ahead. John Taffer is waiting for your question.
Well, I just wonder if, like, when you say the water, they water booze, and I wondered why. I thought Maker's Mark quality was spotty, so I switched to Wild Turkey, and now I know they were probably playing with the Maker's Mark. But the question I have, do you find them with a name brand premium microbrew on the tap and a different keg underneath the tap?
I've never seen that. Nope, I have never seen somebody have a different keg on a tap system. And the reason why is beer does have, unique flavors to it.
Right.
And it's not, hidden by the intensity of alcohol. So I don't think anybody believes they could get away with that. I've never seen that, Larry.
Okay, I wondered if the beer taste was too distinctive. Thank you, sir. Enjoying your interview. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. Where you at with fruity beers? You know, I love a good grapefruit beer.
You know, I'm for anything that creates interest in the products. You know, when you look at all the, you know, we laughed at Wedding Cake vodka and Fruit Loops vodka.
Who's laughing now?
But who's laughing now, right? These are billion-dollar products. But as a bar guy, these are flavors that are fun to mix with and create cocktails. And so I'm all for all of it. I think it's great.
Right. Okay. We didn't talk about John Taffer's rescue tour. What's this about, sir?
I'm doing 27 cities in 6 weeks on a rescue tour for small business.
Wow.
And this is serious shit to me. You know that.
Right.
So you know, small business, you know, struggles with expenses and paying their rent and all that. But none of them have expense problems. They only have revenue problems.
Right.
If I increase their revenues by 30, 40%, every expense problem they have goes away.
I'm going to go to it.
So I'll be happy to get you some tickets. So the rescue tour is me traveling. It's a 3.5-hour program, Opie, of me teaching them how to raise revenue and become profitable. It's a passion of mine.
That's great.
27 cities in 6 weeks, 3.5 hours long.
What kind of places you playing?
We're doing various kind of venues. Sometimes we're doing a hard rock in one city. You know, some of them are music venues that we're doing. It all depends upon the city that we're in. There's a map with all the tour dates that we're doing.
Sounds kind of like Tony Robbins.
A little bit.
Trying to help some people.
Yeah, I really am. You know, small business is important.
Right.
You know, to us, this country, and you and I were talking about the chains before.
Right.
This is the anti-chain.
What kind of small business? Bars and restaurants? Or
Bars,
you're
restaurants?
pushing past that a little bit?
But no, you know, revenue is revenue. So, you know, we have new customer programs, frequency programs, how to build spend. It relates to a salon, to a restaurant, but obviously restaurant and bar people should all come. But any good small business person will learn
Well, that's
a lot
why I'm
from
asking,
this.
because I'm thinking right now there's somebody that owns a small business, but it's not a bar or restaurant. They're not going to go to this
No,
tour.
they should.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
should.
I want to take my wife because I work with my wife, and anything I say, she thinks is shit. Even though I've been doing it for 20 years, but when someone else says it, of pedigree, she listens.
Well, I've been with you for 3 or 4 times now. I understand why she takes that.
I got
You had to get one up, right?
I was hoping for way more than one.
Opie loved it.
I was like, what are you waiting? Why did you wait so long?
How are you going to get from town to town? They're like dates are pretty tight together, right? You're going to just fly from place to place?
I bought an airplane.
Really?
I did.
Oh, man.
Oh, this guy's rich.
Yeah, I told you.
You got to be careful, though, because Phoenix on August, I think he said like August 8th, if it's over 117 degrees, planes can't land.
Well, then I will drive there
that
from Las
problem
Vegas.
this summer.
Is that a real? That's a real thing.
Yeah,
it's real shit.
They cancel flights if it gets over 117. It's been like 119, 120.
Yeah.
Can someone explain
Vegas
that
been
to me?
116 the past week or so.
The asphalt gets soft.
126, Eric.
Yeah,
saying.
the news had photos of street signs and like recycling cans melting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
It's been 100. I live in Las Vegas. It's been 116 in Vegas. We can't take our dogs for a walk because their feet burn.
Yeah.
Wow. You got to put some footy things on.
Yeah, they're not into the whole footy thing.
No.
Would you? I don't think I'm going to get footies on you either.
It's hard to
Honestly, you got to see his
It's hard to
shoes.
explain to them that you're trying to avoid a hot foot.
I'll show
These
you
socks
my
will
shoes.
help you.
Here we go.
See, I put new soles on the bottom of my. Yes, I did.
Get the fuck out
Is that
of here.
like these sneakers?
What are you, a
so
fucking orphan? It's fine. You're a millionaire.
Have you seen Opie's show Shoe Rescue?
You want to rescue these shoes?
Shoe rescue.
I knew you had soul, so there we go.
There you go.
Yo.
You're fucking.
John has to go, but I want to ask him about his private plane. How nice is it? What
It's,
kind of bells and whistles on
I
it?
actually, I don't want to say too much. I just bought it. I actually take delivery of it July 5th.
Oh, congratulations! That's a big deal.
So I'm real
Congratulations.
proud of it. But you know, this is it's business equipment for me, not really luxury for me, and I can do that tour because of it.
How do you hire a crew? I'm so fascinated by that. You got to obviously interview people.
Well, there's a full-time pilot who's hired as our director of aviation, is on a payroll.
Right.
And he manages the aircraft, all the FAA inspections and all that kind of stuff, coordinates all the travel and everything. And then we have co-pilots that, you know, we rent, so to speak, for each flight. They call it a mission.
Right.
And you know, for me, bar rescue, I'm on the road 30, 40 weeks a year.
Wow.
Every episode is 5 days in another city.
Sure.
So what happens is I shoot till late at night. So I can't get anywhere. I have to travel the next day. So 40 days a year are lost to travel.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't leave at night when I wrap.
Right.
So by having the aircraft, I can get out that night. I'm now available 40 more days a year.
So you're rarely at your house.
It sucks, yeah. My dog growls at me when I walk through the front door because he doesn't recognize me.
How many days a year are you in Vegas at your house?
Oh, yeah. I'm on the road 30 weeks a year, 30 to 40 weeks a year.
That's unbelievable.
That private plane thing, I remember when I was with a big Food Network guy a couple years ago when he realized he doesn't want to ever step in an airport because it was costing him money not doing anything.
That's right.
So
it's a travel day back and forth. I can travel at night now. There's a couch on the thing. I can sleep on it. I mean, it's really it's a
going to change your life.
It's a time machine for me is what it is.
Yeah, it's a time machine. And that's what this other guy told me. He says, Carl, you'd never believe it, but spending $30,000 on a flight is cheaper than being in a fucking airport doing what I do.
When you lose 40 days a year, you're in this business. You know what those revenue can be and such.
I'm barely in the business. I feel guilty about my 3 days a week right now.
God damn, when I switch with him in a minute.
That Doug eloquently
all he
brought
does
up
is
to
fish
start
and
the
take
show.
dick pictures on Instagram.
I don't take dick pics.
That's where the dick funnel came to play. Oh, it's all making sense to me now.
Exactly.
I took a picture and the wind was coming, into my body, and it made me look impressive. I'm not complaining about it, but I don't take dick pics.
So it looked, and he shits on the beach too, John.
Now, I wouldn't say it made me look impressive. I would say it was an accurate portrayal.
Thank you,
of
sir.
if I were you.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, who says the fish is smaller? You know what I mean?
Right. Nobody.
Do you shit on the beach? I do.
If it's important at the moment. Do you piss in the shower, or do you get out and go to the toilet?
Oh, easily, no problem.
He's like a wild animal.
Because I always felt, Putz gets out of the shower to take a piss, right?
That doesn't make sense.
No,
that's stupid.
Once you're in the bathroom,
I
you
know
gotta
people who
commit.
do that.
Look, there's the picture. Look, John. Look at this guy.
Wow. I get the dick.
And stupid me. I
I'm
was
guessing
getting
he had a banana with him or something.
the picture was doing really well on my social media. I didn't even understand why. And then my wife texted me, and she's like, you could see your dick. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I started reading the comments and went, oh, fuck. But then I realized it was an okay thing.
You fucking loved it. You fucking loved it.
There you go, John Taffer. Yes. I got a big dick.
That wind was just giving you a boner. That's why.
Has a big dick or
look
is
at
a big
put the
dick?
pirate hat
I
and
would go with
sunglasses on
John,
there.
there you go.
There's a pirate.
Got to make a face out of it.
That's great.
Gotta make a
He
face
sort
out
of needs a nose job, you know?
What about that fish?
That's that classic pirate dick nose.
Is that out on the island?
Yeah. That's a straight bass. That's
You can
about,
tell- you can
that's
tell he
about
doesn't-
31, 32
He
inches.
dropped it in the sand a couple times, but we won't talk about that.
Well, I did, but it was a keeper, so. All right, we got to get John Taffer out of here. So it's Rescue Tour, I think, is the website.
I'm going.
Yep, rescuetour.com or johntaffer.com, either way.
Very cool. A pleasure to finally spend some real time with you, man.
Yeah, same here. Look forward to doing it again, Opie.
Absolutely. And what else you want to promote? John Taffer, of course, on Twitter. Anything else?
And a new season of Our Rescue starts Sunday. This Sunday, July 2nd.
How many
My
years?
favorite show.
This is I've shot 147 episodes now. I'm starting to break records in my genre.
Wow.
Just signed for 20 more. So this is the big end of season 6. End of season 5 is this run.
Right.
So it starts January 2nd. And
How many more years, you think?
I thought I'd shoot a pilot and go home, man. So I never expected it to last this long. It's been 6 years on TV. It's still the marathons every Sunday, 12, 14 hours, are really
There's
successful.
nothing like it, though.
So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 20 more starting September.
It's a smart show with logic. The logic drives me insane.
And not only that, Opie, as a chef, like I put on the food cooking channel networks and all that shit, and I'm like, are you really going to do another cupcake battle? I can't watch that again. I'm going to jump out of a window. But it's something real people, and his solutions you could apply to your fucking business, no matter what it is.
And the stubbornness is just so much fun to watch.
Yeah, the
It's fun.
stubbornness is so
Quick
much
story. I shot one the other day. There was a bar across the street from Kennedy Space Center down in Florida. And every astronaut who walked on the moon walked on the floor in this bar. It was a really cool, historic bar. So you'll enjoy this as a chef. So I wanted to try to create foods that the astronauts would have eaten in space.
Oh, that's cool.
So we took metal tubes that would normally have toothpaste or a sob or something in them. We got them open, and we put apple pie in the tubes with crushed graham cracker and cinnamon. Then we closed up the tube so you would eat the apple pie out of a tube.
I love it.
So, that's the fun of Bar Rescue is each one has to be different. It forces me to be creative, and have a different approach each week.
It's neat. Now I got to ask another question. What % of the people you help go back to their old ways after
Great
you leave?
question.
I know it is, John.
That's why you're on that side of the fucking table and we're over here. There's an independent website.
I just know the people need to know.
There's an independent website that actually tracks it. It was originally caused to assassinate me, I believe. They freaking hated me in the beginning.
Yeah.
And now they're pretty honest, and they do an evaluation. They have me tracking at about 75 to 80% success.
Wow.
Which, when you consider how fucked up these places are when they get there, I'm really proud of that. Yeah.
Right.
I'm told it's the highest number of any kind of transitional television show.
Absolutely. You see some of these food transition things?
I know.
The numbers are embarrassing.
30-40%, I know.
If that, dude.
But what I mean,
I'm real proud of that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But I'm talking about the people that said, the cameras are gone. Fuck him. I want
75. Oh no, the 75-80% are on track. And, kept the name, kept the concept, worked it, and are successful.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. All right, I got you now. Wow. John Taffer, a pleasure. Wow. We got to take a quick break here. Doug?
Yeah, I'll take a break.
No, you want to promote.
I'm happy with a break. DougLovesMovies.com.
Okay, and Carl's restaurant is down there in Chatham.
Marie's Italian Specialties in Chatham, and follow me on Instagram, Sabor Chef.
Right.
And I'm going to this thing. I'm going to your thing. It's going to be great.
Where's the local date? Jersey?
New York. There's one in New York. Nice.
I want to go, too.
Let's go. We should all go.
I'll give you guys a bunch of tickets. Piece of cake.
Very perfect. Cool. John Taffer, thank you. We'll be back.
Bye-bye.
Doug? Not just Dead Person. I'm just saying that colors every acting performance, every song, famous song or whatever. When it comes on and that person's somebody who died or is dead,
right?
It's just part of it. It just becomes part of the equation. Like, oh, she's dead.
When I watch an old movie, I sit there, especially if it's a huge party scene, and I go, oh my God, every single person in that room is dead.
Can we stop the song? This feels gay.
You like the song.
I know, but we're talking on top of it. It's weird.
It's not weird. Why? E-Rock is shaking his head. What's wrong, E-Rock? Everyone has a problem with you.
Fine. Who the fuck do I care? I'll go back to my life.
Yeah. I appreciated the Whitney Houston as we were rapping about some things with Doug Benson, Eric. So there you go. All right.
Sorry, I'm a little prickly today.
But I
lost my chocolates.
You did.
I still got some on my pants.
Look at that. There's fucking carnage everywhere.
What are you going to bring tomorrow?
A fucking brass knuckles. I knocked those out of my hands, little princess.
Because, when I was on the show with you in the past, you'd always promise to bring some food the next time, and then next time is, at best a box of chocolates that you can't even keep in your own hands.
First of all, let's clear something up real quick. And it's not nothing against you. You just haven't been around, and we missed you.
We have missed you, Doug.
Oh, thanks.
I will second that.
If you've been around, I take them out. I take the guys out for sushi. He can vouch for me.
Oh no, I hear about all the fun you guys are having without me. I hear about all that.
Well, how about we go and get sushi tonight?
Whenever I'd sit alone in a bar eating in Philly, I'd think about the fun times you guys had in Philly.
He would love one of our little sushi tastings.
I love that you kind of know the radio show. That makes me very happy.
No, I've been bugging you that I want to be on one of those shows when you guys go out and do a show because it's so fun to meet everybody that is listening to and super into this particular thing.
They're into this version of the show. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be here the next couple of days, so we'll do a little dinner after. Are you busy tomorrow? Busy Thursday?
For dinner after tomorrow? Yeah, I could probably do that, maybe.
We're going to go to Butter on Carl's Dime.
Let's do it. My pleasure. Because that's what I do. I'm really nice until I don't have to be nice.
But what about bringing something fun in to eat here? Like,
you know what? I'm not, because it's a violent environment.
I found out where.
Well, you know what they say though. Life is like
let me tell you something.
Box of chocolates. You never know when an asshole's going to knock it out of your hand.
Let me tell you something. If someone were to knock out some of my food, like a Marie sandwich, out of my fucking hand or anybody's hand, there would be fucking rape going on in here.
But he knew that, Lewis had nothing at stake with getting him knocked out of his hand. I had my back to it. I really thought he knocked it out of your hand. I was like, why isn't, I would thought you were pretty well composed if that was what happened.
It would have been if Paul knocked that out of my hand, it'd be a whole nother story.
Oh, that makes more sense now.
Yeah, the whole time I was thinking, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have done well with me.
Yeah.
I'm from real world.
What, Paul?
Let's clear something up, though. A while ago, I made a video for you that you posted on Instagram that you said you were going to give me 100 for, so you actually owe me 50.
Oh,
wow, that's not a bad deal though. You're saving $50 on this thing.
I don't remember that, but
I can dig through your Instagram, so
I'll give you the $100, but you give me the 50 first, since I remember this one. How about that, you fucking punk?
I don't agree with that.
Well, then go fuck yourself.
That's an interesting. How quickly
now you don't get nothing for fucking being a little rat.
The hundy.
And I'll give you the 100. That way you can have. I'm going to give it to you. That way you have electricity this week.
I don't want it.
Let's move on, please.
Let's say hi to Corey and Rock.
It's like a chess game, these two.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, how are you?
I'm good, Corey. How are you?
All right, how we were just talking about dead people in movies. Watch the end of the Blues Brothers when they're doing Jailhouse Rock, and they show everybody who's in the movie, cameos, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
About 80% of them have to be dead. I mean, you just add in Carrie Fisher, at the end of late last year.
I think Dan Aykroyd and maybe Frank Oz are like the sole survivors of that movie now, and Aretha Franklin.
I'm amazed
she's still alive.
She's still kicking around, huh?
Yeah, but all those other dudes are dead, right?
Like who are we talking?
Yeah, I mean, what was the movie made in '83?
Cab Calloway.
John
Candy.
Good. Keep going.
John
with
Lee
this.
Hooker.
John Lee Hooker. Wow.
I think the lady that plays the nun is dead. Henry Gibson, who's the head of the Nazis, he's dead.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Wait, was John Candy?
It's
in
a
the
pretty
Blues Brothers?
dead movie. Huh? What's that?
Was John Candy in the Blues Brothers?
Yeah. He's the guy that.
Huh? Too much things
The guys
happening.
who play the cops, are they still alive?
Maybe they're not that well known. So, I'm getting the Tito's and soda finally.
But it's just really
when I have to
dead.
go.
It makes you feel old.
It makes you feel old, but also there was some, early deaths there.
Yeah, some of those.
It's not all old people in this movie for sure. So
some of the people maybe should have survived.
Yeah,
but it happens.
Yeah, but you know what? Do the same thing with the Cannonball Run. That's another movie that had top name celebrities, and probably 90% of them are dead. Burt Reynolds is probably the only one hanging in there.
Well, when you're talking
and
about,
he's got one foot in the grave and one on the banana peel.
When you're talking about this concept, I go back to like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
they're all dead.
About more modern times and movies that we might have grown up on.
Modern times. Oh, okay.
I watch silent movies and go, I wonder if they're dead.
Right. I don't know if they're dead. Their kids are dead.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, Corey. It's kind of creepy, that time thing, because that is a movie we grew up with. Thank you, buddy.
All right, so this is the. Thanks, dude. This is the last of the
Tito's from last time.
I'm going to throw a little. They always have a nice variety of things that aren't soda water.
Sprite,
ginger ale,
or Pepsi.
I'll throw some Sprite in there. I don't care.
Should ask John
I don't really
Taffer.
drink
John
soda.
Taffer would have told you what
I
to
don't
do.
really drink sweet stuff. That's why I like the soda water.
All right, this guy wants to say something to you. Hot Tub Bob, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Doing good, buddy.
Hey, I want to stick up for Carl here. Hey, Doug, what if you had a big plate of weed and somebody knocked it out of your hand?
I would snort that shit off of the floor. No, but you're right. Getting it knocked out of your hand is a huge thing, but it wasn't in his hands when it got knocked to the ground.
That's why everybody's still
I didn't see the video. guys. I
had my back to it. I had my back to it when it happened, but it's. I do think having anything knocked out of your hand that you like and are happy to have, like it's clearly Carl was into his insanely hard chocolates, and so that it all ended up on the floor.
That was funny.
It's insanely, not just hard.
But they'll leave them in the freezer overnight. It'd be a little hard.
I don't know what it was, but they were a bit on the hard side, Carl.
Yeah, but they were delicious, and
I'm too mad to even talk.
Rest in peace.
You're really mad, huh?
I'm fucking mad.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate series of events, but it went down a little. You're a regular lemony snicket.
You fucking asshole.
Yeah. For dessert, can I get the lemony snicket out at Marie's?
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Deep fried lemony Snickers.
Wow. The cast of Cannonball Run. You got Burt Reynolds. He's still around. Dom DeLuise is gone. Roger Moore
Gone. Just lost him.
Farrah Fawcett gone. Dean Martin gone. Sammy Davis Jr. Jimmy the Greek. My God.
But this is some old shit. That's why.
The only ones that left, Jackie Chan.
Jamie Farr gone.
Pamela Anderson's still with us, right?
Terry
She's not in the
Bradshaw.
movie, is she?
She's
Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, she's in Stroker Ace. Pardon me.
Who?
Pam. No, not Pam. What did I say?
You're drunk already? Jesus. Like one sip. You're like a 60-year-old.
Call me One Sip Sally. So,
what was the name of that chocolate? Aunt whatever's? Oh my God.
No, what was the name of the secretary? Lonnie Anderson.
Oh, Lonnie Anderson.
That's what I meant.
She's still around.
She's still around.
I would assume.
Yeah, she was in some of those.
Terry Bradshaw. Gone. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, but an older movie's gonna have a lot of dead people. We proved that today.
What do you think of Carrie Fisher and all the drugs they found in her?
I think that this is the theory I stand behind. Is that I think it was kind of cruel to kind of force her to get in good shape for that Star Wars movie. Like, I think there was a lot of pressure put on her after she had been through a lot and was overweight, and I think she really worked out hard to get the weight down, but then also probably in the process picked up some of those bad habits because
or did she have the bad habits all along?
A lot of times though, well, maybe that's true too, but I just think that like it was a lot to ask her to do, to try to be like, hey, be
sexier,
because Harrison Ford, he gets the man pass, like he's still a handsome, desirable man.
Right.
And then he's got these scenes with Princess Leia. She's going to be like some fat lady.
Yeah.
Like, so they kind of made her get in shape. And I think that's a lot of stress on a body that's already been through so much her entire life.
I'd like your take on that.
She's done tons of drugs since she was like, in Shampoo with Warren Beatty.
Right.
So you're saying that Star Wars killed her?
She hung out with, she's in Blues Brothers with John Belushi. You think the two of them didn't do some crazy shit?
Cocaine, heroin in her system.
Yeah.
That's a good time.
Why do we need to know that?
I didn't think we did. I think I'd be happy to just not even know that.
But why do they have to make it public, this type of shit?
Well, because the thing we're looking at right now is called Page 6, and isn't it all just like
aren't autopsies public?
Yeah, that's the idea.
No, I understand that it's public, but I don't know why it has
turn it into a story.
Right.
But also it's just the same story all the time,
Right.
Everybody when they, not everybody, but a lot of people when they die are going to have some stuff in their system, I mean, did they say that any of these specific things is why she died? Like, what was cause of death? This is what was in her system.
It was sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah, so she probably got too fucked up and then choked to death in her sleep.
Man,
that won't wake you up choking?
She was only.
I've been woken up by it occasionally.
Really?
It's not a good feeling.
So many times.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Eric? I'm sorry.
I said apnea will only wake you up so many times. If you're that fucked up and your system doesn't know how to respond to it, and you're choking and gagging like that, you have all that in there, your body's not going to know to wake you up. It's just going to stop.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just sleep choke to death?
Yep. And you don't even know it.
That doesn't sound that bad.
And she was only 60, right?
I'll go that way.
60, yeah. Yeah, she was a little youngish.
That's about how as far as I'm gonna go, probably.
But she, based on her own, writings, made it pretty clear that she fucking probably went to the edge, pretty close to the edge many times. Like she was really into drugs.
Good for her. She had a good time.
All right, let's say hi to.
That's what I like to think.
Let's say hi to Philly in Michigan. How about that? How about
if
that?
somebody named Michigan calls from Philly, then I'll give you a cookie.
Philly, what's up?
You better hold it tight.
Philly, what do you got?
You talking to me?
Yep. What's your real name?
You dumbass screener. It's Snowy. That's Philly.
Oh, Snowy's one of our regulars. What's up, Snowy?
Hey, yeah, that's dangerous, man. I thought Reggie White died, man. He's a pro football player, so
right.
That shit's nasty. But I was looking into this whole incident with Paul and the chocolates. Now, Carl, I think you're overreacting a little bit for the kind of money you make. But
wait, whoa! What do you mean? What kind of money I make? Where?
I'm assuming you make more. Well, You're right. But I agree with you in the sense that Paul should pay you back, though.
Yeah, but now he's got this new thing. He came out that I owe him 100, so I'm showing up.
No, it's not new. It's just old news.
Shut up, bro. Shut up. Enough. Enough with you already. I'm done with you. $100. I'm going to come with 100, and he's going to give me a 50. If we don't, I'm going to go to HR because I'm a guest here. I don't get paid here. I don't come here to get harassed.
Exactly. But even when Opie did
enough is enough.
You do get paid in sandwiches.
I guess nobody could take jokes around here anymore.
I can't. No one else can, so I'm not.
Hey, Paul, when Opie did the kind of stuff he did in the past, he reimbursed people.
Right.
It cost
when
me.
He broke the when he stepped on the cake, he reimbursed the person.
It's on your taxes, cake fees.
Exactly.
Some of my pranks have cost me a few bucks.
Yeah, the Oakster did a few things, but he paid people back for the most part.
But that's where you could do a really fun, mean thing is when you know that, like, well, if the person is, upset by this, I will take care of it. But, like, I'm sure Paul wasn't thinking through $50 worth of chocolate. But I've been sitting here thinking that we did eat a few of the chocolates. So if it's a $50 box, how many chocolates were in there? So how much was each chocolate? He might get a little bit of a rebate.
There was 16 chocolates.
16 into 50.
I only got through the crust before my teeth really started hurting.
That's why? Because you got pussy teeth.
You got butt funnel teeth.
Which is the last thing you want in a woman.
You're doing this whole love me, hate me thing today. I feel like we're bonding, and then he gives me a shot. And then
you gotta
me again.
You gotta have more guests in here if you want less shots at you.
That's what
There's
Benson
only so many people I can take shots at.
Benson smiles at me like we go off, go on a commercial. He smiles at me and he's like, "Fatso." I'm like, "Fuck."
I look at him like,
I do not say that.
I'm looking at Doug going, we're really getting along today. And then bam, baseball bat.
It's always for comedy, and that's
Doug,
what
I understand.
That's what Paul was trying to do, is create some comedy, and instead he fucking ruined somebody's day.
All right, Philly, thank you.
A nice man's day was ruined.
The chocolate incident is on the Facebook Live if you want to go there today. I'll promote the shit out of that. Opie Radio fans on Facebook. Let's say hi to Kelly in Texas. Kelly.
Yeah, hey guys. I was just gonna say my brother-in-law is Cuban, and those fuckers hold a grudge, man. You need to fix this situation with Carl, Opie, because you don't want to have him holding a grudge, and I want to put him on the show.
Well, how things go as far as this radio show thing is, it all funnels back to me, and I get blamed for everything.
This is going to be your fault.
I'm going to give you the $50, Carl.
Yeah, but you sit on the right side of the desk. So
I think he said you sit on the right side of history.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
You heard that through that Boost Mobile?
That's an expression that people are throwing around a lot today about the correct side of history.
What does that mean?
It just means that, you probably should be against something.
I love when Doug drinks.
There are things you should be against.
He gets in here.
No,
but just the way he holds the drink and he's like a little bit softer.
He's had 2 sips so far.
I know,
Bob in
that's all it
Texas.
is.
We should have started this a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Bob, go
I can't
ahead.
drink it fast because I just put a splash of Sprite in there.
Yeah, because you don't like the sweetness. I learned something today.
I got to
Bob,
leave in 8 minutes, too, by the way.
Why?
8-minute countdown.
Why 8?
Because you guys said I should leave at 5:40 to get to Brooklyn by 7.
Like, give or take a minute or two.
No, but then that's what happens. You take a few minutes, and then I'm fucking racing to get to where I need to be. Like, I don't want to go all the way out to Brooklyn and be too late to go to the thing,
You're on an egg timer all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? I'm like, if you leave 5:40,
That's what
you'll
people
be all right.
suggest. You suggested 5:40, so now I'm going to go at 5:40.
All right, let's go to Bob in Texas. I don't want to waste any more of Doug's time. Bob, Bobby,
Thanks.
you want a whole bottle of Tito's tomorrow? By the way, Doug Benson.
Yeah, I wanted it today.
All right, we'll get it
tomorrow.
For you
I want Tito's. I want soft chocolates.
I want a hamburger.
Yes, Caddyshack.
Yeah.
What else do you need food wise? What can I get you?
Oh, I mean, well, whatever. I mean, like something, like the chocolates was a great thing.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
thanks.
But tomorrow, bring in something that's harder to knock out of somebody's hands.
Oh no! Let me tell you something. If they knock it out in anybody's hand tomorrow, there'll be cops on the 36th floor. That'll be my goodbye party. Guaranteed. Wow. I fucking dare you.
Let's have a buffet in here.
I didn't want to posit this in front of Bar Rescue Taffer because I don't want to be too silly with him because he's a smart guy telling us some cool things.
Right.
But
I can't even take it. What's going on? Who's on the phone?
He's going to talk in a minute. Bob, you stay right where you are. Doug is making a point.
I already forgot what my point was.
About John Taffer.
I already forgot what I was going to say.
Bob, go ahead.
It's going to come to me. I'll text you from the train.
Oh, my God. I know you will. Go ahead, Bob.
Hey, you got me?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay. So here's why Paul owes Carl $50. And Carl, you're fucking badass, man, by the way.
Thank you, buddy.
When Opie does that stuff and he breaks stuff and then he pays people are laughing about that shit. Paul, you're not funny, man, and that wasn't fucking funny, and nobody fucking laughed at all. Pay him the $50, you douchebag.
Well, when he owes me $100, so then tit for tit.
Oh, you're such a fucking asshole, Paul.
Thank you.
Wow, this guy's madder about it than Carl is.
Because no guy likes that. No guy likes that. I'm talking about men stuff, right? When you're a grown up and you pay your own shit.
Like you didn't pay me for the video before, so.
Here's an American. You want an American Express Platinum?
No,
you want to wear something that fits you? You fucking asshole! Shut up. Baby. So listen. So no one likes that. Like, yo, where's my $50? And they're like, oh, where's my? You didn't ask me for $100. I don't even remember what this is for.
I could go through your Instagram. I could find it. I'm not going to say anything because I'm a man and I'm not a beggar. But if you want to bring that up, then I will.
I'm not begging. I'm saying you owe me $50.
For the $50. Yeah, you owe me $100. So there.
Okay, you got it, man. Sorry.
And why don't you get a fucking right fitting shirt yourself? That's something not full of cats and something that a fucking 12-year-old girl wears. There, I shut you up. And shut up too, Bob, because he hung up.
That's embarrassing. That's what this show is, Funny Paul now?
I like your kitten shirt.
Is that what this show got to, Funny Paul?
I like your kitten shirt.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
But you also told him he needs to buy clothes that fit. I've never seen Paul in something where like, that does not fit him.
Hey, Doug.
That's the fun thing about roasty insult comedy is you can make up things about people.
He changes before he leaves. He changes like a bitch, like in his little yoga pants to go to the gym.
Yeah,
you
haven't
I
seen work out.
You have yoga
like
pants?
You when I get older.
Work out? Why would you want to look like me? I got a hot wife. You're still fingering your little boyfriend at the fucking Brooklyn bar over there.
Exactly. Good comeback. That's
Wait, what does that mean?
He fingers little boys.
There's a lot going on there.
I don't know. Now it's code.
I'm done with it.
I'm dying to try to remember what it was I wanted to say to Bar Rescue.
What
did we talk about?
What's the real issue here?
I got no issue.
I like to break it down to
Let me
the
tell you
real issue.
something. My grandfather always told me, you play in the mud, you get dirty. I shouldn't even said nothing. The little kid wants to throw chalk, let him throw. He's a nobody. I don't care.
You do not, we learned this in the movie, I think the movie's called Troll 2. You do not piss on hospitality. He brought some chocolates and
a nice gesture,
and Paul pissed on them.
Right.
He
and
made,
on top of that, I got to get 2 hours worth of insults on top.
He ruined them, but I did get to eat enough of one to not be that upset about it.
I sit there and take your insults. It's not my fault. You can't take it back.
All right,
it's not my fault.
I just won't come in anymore, and then you can explain to Opie what happened. Yeah, I'm out. I'm done.
If you're out, I'm out.
You can sit here.
I got a show.
You can sit here. You can sit here. You can sit here with
You're
Paul.
supposed to come with us. What happened?
No, it's my show now. You know how it works around here.
No kidding.
I'll go home.
All you got to do is be sitting here and just refuse to leave.
I'll go home and you can sit here with Funny Paul. And you guys can fucking...
The Doug and Funny Paul show is going to be fucking off the charts. We're going to invite people in and knock shit out of their hands.
The fuck?
Every guest.
Sophia
Vergara's here. Would you like a Pepsi? Knock it out of her hand.
Let me try to change subjects here. Yeah. Let's say hi to Eddie in North Carolina. Eddie.
Yeah! Now, Eddie, keep in mind I've got 2 minutes.
Yes, you do. On your egg timer. Ding! Go ahead, Eddie.
No, Hey, Doug, I got a question, man. With the whole vape and the chocolates and all the edibles, how detectable are they on drug tests?
How do I do what?
Something about edibles and drug tests, I think. Right, Eddie?
Yeah. Like with the vape pens and the chocolate edibles and all that, how is that so detected in drug tests?
Oh, it's it's just like marijuana in general is you take a hit of a joint, you're as far as I know, you've got like THC in your system for about a month. So you really can't mess around with any of that stuff if you have to get drug tests and you can't buy pee from somebody else.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. I think drug testing is one of the it's one of the more terrible things that's going on in the world these days, especially with the advanced legalization of marijuana and the more we learn about how terrible alcohol is.
Now, do you think that if they legalize it, will that still be on drug tests, or would it be like booze and it'll just be off?
Some asshole companies will still do drug tests.
Absolutely,
they'll still
will.
stick to it.
Yep.
They'll still use that as an excuse to not hire you. But as the stigma wears off more and more, things are going to get better. It's not happening as quickly as I'd like it to, but I just think when you look at the numbers, like I think 80% of the public thinks that marijuana should be able, people should use it for be able to use it for medicine, and then just straight up legalization, I think is at like 57 or 60%.
Getting there.
Yeah. So,
how far you think we are out on getting it all legalized?
Well, it's just it's all about our wacky leaders and what they decide to go with. Like I think the more politicians realize that people want it or are okay with it, then the more legalization is going to occur.
And they can't ignore the money that it would bring in either.
Well, that's what's crazy. That's what drives me crazy about conservatives. They're still pushing so hard against it, or like tobacco companies or alcohol companies with all their negative, like just push against marijuana. Why not? You guys are rich to begin with. Why not put your money into marijuana and just continue to make a ton of money?
Don't you think they're protecting the alcohol?
They're trying to, but I'm saying they already have a ton of money. They could,
right? But
Carl could tell you, a restaurant's failing, you can open up another one that succeeds.
Right.
So we could move from, if less people are drinking, go ahead and get in the marijuana game.
But as soon as someone like Budweiser gets into the marijuana game over.
Right. Well, then you're going to say it's going to be shitty marijuana. But
I can't tell you how wrong you are.
Because
please tell me.
I'll tell you why. Fucking people can make their own beer. People can make their own weed. People can make their own tomatoes. You know what I mean? Like, just if the marketplace makes shitty ones, people can just do it themselves.
And Doug, I think Doug's what he's tapping on is, here's the problem, right? Weed is artisanal in nature, right? And one thing is growing and one thing is brewing. Brewing is a whole nother animal, because we built the laws to keep you from being a home brewer and selling, right? Turns you into a bootlegger. But the way this weed's coming to the market, the laws are opening up at the same time that you can grow your own weed and sell your own weed. And that's why these big companies can't figure out how to get their hands on it. Because of Budweiser, they did it before during Prohibition. They want to make it illegal for you to try to make the shit. That's where all the lobby dollars are going to come from. So once you start seeing weed, people start getting in trouble for growing it independently and stuff. That's when you know the big guys are coming, because they make everybody illegal first, and then they make it legal just for them. That's the whole.
That's an awesome point. I'm out of time, but thank you for stopping by. And
3 minutes over too.
I went a few minutes over just because we got it. That's a hot topic for me. And thanks to
if the elevator
caller.
comes right away, though, you'll be breaking even.
And
Hey, I just want to say thanks a lot, Doug, for answering my questions and staying 3 minutes overtime. Paul, you're an asshole, pay the man. And Opie, rock and roll. And this was an awesome discussion to have with my 5-year-old son in the car.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, for people that miss constant yelling on today's, there's a little less yelling today. Don't worry, it's going to be back tomorrow.
Well, Sherrod,
and I will be here too, yelling along with him.
Sherrod loses his phone more than anyone I know.
He lost his phone?
Again.
No, he didn't.
501. Lost phone. Just got it back.
I think that's more like he has to sheepishly go back and knock on some lady's door and say, "Hey, I think I left my phone in there."
I left your phone. Can I check in your uterus real quick?
Oh my God!
After he already pieced out on her, he has to go back and get his phone.
All right, well, Doug, I mean, now you're 4 minutes over. This
This is
You're fucking Mavericks.
I'm gonna pack up. I gotta get my. Gotta put my charger in my pocket.
Where are you off to? Anything we can promote, or
no? It's
just hanging?
I mean, it's fun to bring up because I'm going to a screening of Baby Driver. At a theater out in Brooklyn. Yeah, it's a great movie, and my Edgar Wright wrote and directed it, and he's going to be doing like a Q&A there, and so I'm just going to hang out and see the movie a second time. That's how much I like it. I'm going to see it again.
Okay,
but that's also why I don't want to be late. I don't want to be because
I mean, you saw
it's
the
a
movie.
screening.
You saw the movie already. If you're a little late,
all right, I'm just not going to go at all.
I can convince you that easily.
Holy shit, you're like a Jedi.
Oh my God,
that was awesome.
I got superpowers.
I'm not going to go. She totally talked me out of it.
That was awesome.
What the
Holy shit.
All right, let me.
No, I'm going to go, and it's going to be fun. But I'll be back here tomorrow and Thursday if you'll have me. And
yeah, we'll figure. No, yeah.
And I really would like you to take the level of the other guests up a few notches.
I don't understand.
I'm just saying, Carl and I, part of what we do is bouncing off of other people.
Right.
Oh, I see.
And
it would be better, a little bit better quality.
That hour with the Taff was amazing.
Wait, you didn't like it?
No, it was amazing because Carl stopped talking about his goddamn chocolate.
Yeah.
Where's my $50? He didn't say that once the whole time.
Right.
The Taff was in the house.
You got your homies checking in before you leave. As you pack up over there. Mark in San Diego, go ahead.
Oh, sweet home San Diego.
Mark A.
What's up, Opie?
What's up, Mark?
Damn. Hey, Doug, I'm surfing Bird Rock. I took a big swallow of water, so I'm taking this shit next to a bunch of heroin addicts. But, hey, check this out. Opie.
What language are you speaking?
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that made. None of that made sense to me.
I heard dump, I think, heroin.
Something about heroin.
Right. Yes, go ahead, Mark.
I'm surfing on Bird Rock, and water got in my mouth, and it made me take a shit.
What are you, the Southern California version of Chuck? I was surfing, got some water in my mouth, had to take a shit.
Hey, fuck that. I just want to say big props to the Cuban, the homie Carl.
What's
You've
up?
been putting it down, but I know you're going to sock somebody in the face. So I gotta bid you goodbye, homeboy.
Nah, man.
Oh no! Don't go to jail.
I'm cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm cool. I'm just
that.
shocked the way SiriusXM treats their guests. That's it.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely the entire company. SiriusXM, put your chocolates on the floor.
Jedi OG, my girl loves you.
Thank you, man.
All right, Mark.
Thanks, dude.
For the call,
Talk to you later.
All right, now we got.
I gotta go.
People really want to get back to the chocolates. Wow, do they?
Well, tomorrow you and Paul can talk about it.
Whoa! No,
I'm going fishing.
No.
Did you ever see that movie, The Chocolate War?
No.
It's pretty good.
Is it really? What's it about?
It's about a chocolate war.
I love you, man. I love you so much.
Why is Louis laughing at that? You were laughing before. It's a really good movie for real.
Yeah.
Why is it a good movie?
Doesn't he get you? I
hate that. It makes me.
Benson has a web of serenity that you can just want to be involved.
I hate that he makes me interested in stuff.
He gets me every time.
Why is it a good movie?
It's a good movie. It's directed by Keith Gordon, the actor who he was the guy who owned the car in the classic Christine, and he was in Dressed to Kill. Like, he was in a bunch of movies when he was young. He was Rodney Dangerfield's son in Back to School, and then he became a director. And one of his, I think his second movie is called The Chocolate War, and it's a really compelling movie that a lot of people didn't see. It was kind of before an independent movie could get more attention.
Right.
It was a little too early for that, but it's really good.
And what's it about? What's the plot?
I think it's about. Does Lewis know about it? Is that why he?
Lewis.
I had to read it in school. I'm not really too keen
it's
on
based on a book. But it's about, a bunch of students that have sort of, issues with each other and
Why are you laughing?
it's kind of like a war, but they're children, so it's a chocolate war.
That's why I'm laughing. Because he gets you all interested, and then he hits you with a water balloon full of fucking
This movie
feces.
sounds like it's
one kid comes to school with a box of chocolates. Another kid says you never know what is going to happen in life when you come to school with a box of chocolates. And he knocks it out of his hand, and then they go out on a shrimp boat and make a list of all the different kinds of shrimp.
Gumbo shrimp, butterfly shrimp, rocket shrimp, gumbo.
I gotta go.
All right, Doug Benson.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Great job, you guys. Great radio.
That was fun, Doug. We'll see you tomorrow.
Always a nice time.
So you need Tito's and what else?
What do you need?
Tito's. I want my $50 fucking dollars.
Carl brings something in for you.
I got you,
We
man.
will. We'll figure.
I'll bring something in.
And maybe dinner after the show tomorrow, Doug Benson.
Yes.
All right. And leave the edibles behind. Leave your edibles behind.
I can bring you some.
All right.
All righty.
People give them to me all the time.
All right, Doug. Thank you.
I got it.
That was fucking fun, man. We're just about done ourselves.
Just me and you.
Huh?
Just me and you.
Did a good job today, Carl.
Thanks, buddy.
More than held your own. My God. Doug's back. Doug.
I love it.
Hey, is it Wednesday?
It's Wednesday. Oh, what are you going to do?
He gets me fucking silly. I don't know what it is about him.
Unfucking believable.
Just go into the fucking silly zone or whatever. Yeah, Carrie Fisher relapsed after the death of her mother. We kind of
That fucking sucks.
They talked about that as well. Yes.
So that's it, man. You've been watching the news?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you think about that fucking Veritas tape that fucking came out?
Didn't she die before her mom?
Oh, wow. That fucking blows up my theory. Wait.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, what? Like a few days before?
The day before.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part of the story.
Contact high.
This is the worst.
No one got high in here. I swear to you. I swear to you.
Doug Benson's great, isn't he?
That was fun. He'll be back tomorrow. Should have like a lot of people in here tomorrow, I guess.
Well, enjoy it, guys.
Nah, fuck you, man.
Enjoy it.
Hell no.
I don't need this type of abuse for free.
I paid.
You're a different story, cuz.
Okay.
You know we're cool.
What do we got? Carl Ruiz. You got Marie's Italian Specialties in Chatham, New Jersey.
Yes.
Instagram. The people are coming in and getting
Let me tell you something,
sandwiches.
Opie. Fucking packed with fans of the radio show. Dude, and this one guy came in. He sells like ice cream. He's like an ice cream distributor. And his girlfriend or wife was a smoke show. I mean, light-skinned black girl, must have been 5'11".
Really?
I mean, looked like a model, bro. She was nothing like that's ever walked into Chatham before. She looked incredible.
What were you talking about with the news? We only have a couple seconds left. You
Oh,
said, did you see the
Veritas,
news?
that whole that CNN got caught talking shit.
Oh, all that. Yeah, we should have got into some of that stuff today, I think.
Just too busy picking up my fucking shit from the floor.
I want to thank John Taffer, Doug Benson, of course, and of course Carl Ruiz on the Twitter. Opie Radio on Twitter and Instagram. See you tomorrow.